Welcome to the first step of your digital transformation. You're watching part 1 of the Digital Marketing Course Program, brought to you by Smart Skill Academy. In this session, we're moving beyond the basics. Whether you're a student, a business owner, or an aspiring marketer, we are here to bridge the gap between learning and professional placement. Let's dive into the core strategies that drive growth in today's digital world. Get your notebooks ready, it's time to level up your skills.
Hello everyone, and welcome. Today we are beginning our journey into the world of marketing. While the tools we use have evolved from print to digital, the core mission remains the same: understanding human needs and creating value. In this session, we'll lay the foundation of what marketing truly is, moving beyond just selling to explore how brands build lasting relationships with their audience. Let's get started with an introduction to marketing. What exactly is marketing? At its heart, marketing isn't just about selling or advertising. It is a strategic process. It starts long before a product exists, by identifying customer needs and creating products or services that are truly value-driven. The delivery. Once that value is created, the magic happens in the execution. Marketing is about communicating that value effectively and, this is the most important part for digital marketers, delivering it to the right audience at the right time. The human element. To do this well, you have to look deeper. You need to understand market behavior, dive into customer psychology, and keep a sharp eye on competitive dynamics. In the end, the goal isn't just a one-time sale. It's about building strong, lasting relationships between a brand and its customers. Think of marketing as the bridge between a solution and the person who needs it. Throughout this course, we'll learn how to build that bridge using digital tools. Let's move on to the next slide.
Before we dive into the technical side of digital, we need to understand what marketing actually is at its core. It's not just about selling, it's a strategic process. It begins with identifying customer needs, finding out what people actually want, and then creating real value to meet those needs. Once you have that value, you move into promoting your products and delivering them to the right person at exactly the right time. But the work doesn't stop there. Marketing involves smart pricing strategies and ensuring a seamless customer experience that keeps people coming back. Finally, it's about brand awareness and staying one step ahead by monitoring market trends and competition. Master these fundamentals, and your digital campaigns will thrive. To truly understand how digital marketing works, we need to look at the journey a customer takes, from the first time they hear about a product to the moment they hit buy. Let's look at 3 real-world examples. Example 1. Creating awareness. First, we have the awareness stage. Imagine a TV ad for a brand new smartphone. At this point, the goal isn't necessarily an immediate sale, it's about reach. You are introducing your brand to a massive audience and planting the seed in their minds. Example 2. Building interest. Next, we move to interest. This is where we get specific. Think of a digital poster or social media ad screaming, "Flat 30% off, limited time offer." This hooks the viewer. They've gone from just knowing you exist to actively wanting to know more about what you're offering. Example 3. Driving conversion. Finally, we reach conversion, the ultimate goal. This happens on your website or during a sales call. When a user clicks a Buy Now or Book a Free Demo button, they transition from being a curious visitor to a confirmed customer or a high-value lead. Digital marketing is about meeting the customer exactly where they are in this funnel. If you can master the transition from awareness to conversion, you can scale any business. Welcome back, everyone. Today we're diving into the fundamental shift in our industry: traditional marketing versus digital marketing. As you can see on the slide, traditional marketing covers the offline methods we've relied on for decades. Think billboards, TV spots, radio, and print ads. Its primary strength lies in mass reach and building broad brand visibility within a local or national market. It's about broadcasting a message out to as many people as possible. However, as the illustration suggests, the world has moved into the palm of our hands. While traditional methods focus on the physical world, digital marketing allows us to enter the personal, interactive space of the consumer. Let's look at how these two worlds compare in terms of engagement and tracking. Option 2. The hype. All right, let's get into it. If you want to master the market, you have to understand where we came from. We're talking traditional versus digital. For years, traditional was king. It's the physical stuff. The mailers in your box and the commercials during the big game. It's great for visibility, but it's often a one-way conversation. Now, look at the graphic on the right. That smartphone represents the digital revolution. We aren't just shouting at a mass audience anymore. We're engaging with individuals through social media, likes, and instant feedback. In this lesson, we're going to learn why digital is changing the game for ROI and precise targeting. Ready to see why the offline world is meeting the online world? Option 3, the storyteller. Think about the last time you saw an ad. Was it on a giant billboard on the highway, or was it a post you scrolled past on your phone this morning? This slide breaks down that exact divide. Traditional marketing is the veteran of the industry. It uses physical and broadcast media to reach a huge, diverse crowd all at once. It's excellent for brand awareness. But, as our lives become more digital, the way we reach customers has to evolve. The image here perfectly captures that shift, from physical posters to digital icons like likes, emails, and global connectivity. Today, we're going to explore how to balance these two to create a powerhouse marketing strategy. Before we dive into the world of pixels and algorithms, we have to understand where it all began. Let's take a look at the traditional marketing channels that built the foundation of the advertising world. If you wanted to reach a massive audience, you went to the big three: television, newspapers, and radio. These were the kings of broadcast, pushing a single message out to millions of people at once, regardless of their specific interests. Print and outdoor visibility. Then we have targeted print media like magazines, and high-impact outdoor visibility through billboards and hoardings. These are great for brand awareness, but as we know, they are static. Once they're printed, you can't change the message or track exactly who saw them. Physical presence and direct outreach. We also can't forget the physical touchpoints: flyers, brochures, and pamphlets, along with direct sales and telemarketing. And of course, the high-engagement world of events, exhibitions, and roadshows, where brands meet customers face-to-face. Traditional methods are still powerful for building trust. They come with high costs and limited tracking. As you see the illustration on the right, the world has shifted toward the smartphone. In this course, we're going to learn how to take the core principles of these traditional channels and evolve them into the data-driven, highly targeted world of digital marketing. Now that we understand the foundations of digital growth, let's look at the actual how. To reach your audience effectively, you need to master the various digital marketing channels at your disposal. We have SEO, the art of ranking organically on search engines. Then, we dive into the world of social media marketing across platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. When you need immediate results, we look at paid strategies through Google Ads and Meta Ads. But marketing isn't just about reaching new people, it's about nurturing them. That's where email and WhatsApp marketing come in, allowing for direct, personalized communication. All of this is powered by content marketing, using blogs and videos to provide real value to your audience. We leverage the power of trust through influencer marketing and expand our reach via affiliate partnerships. Each of these channels plays a unique role in a successful digital ecosystem. In the next few slides, we're going to break down how to choose the right mix for your specific business goals. The marketing funnel. Think of this as the roadmap that takes a complete stranger and turns them into a loyal, paying customer. Explaining the visual funnel. If you look at the graphic on the right, you'll see the funnel is divided into 6 critical stages. It starts wide at the top with planning and strategy, where we define our goals. As we move down, we narrow our focus to our target audience and execute our marketing campaigns. This leads directly into the sales process, and ultimately, at the very bottom, the goal of every business. Now let's focus on the top of that funnel: awareness. This is the introduction phase. At this point, the customer is just becoming aware that your brand exists. They might not be ready to buy yet, but they now know your name. To get on their radar, we use specific digital channels: paid ads, to get immediate visibility; social media, to build community and engagement; SEO, search engine optimization, so they find you when they search for a problem; YouTube, to provide value through video content. The goal, that's why. So, what is our primary objective here? The goal of the awareness stage is threefold: capture attention in a crowded digital world, build brand visibility so you are top of mind, and most importantly, to create a strong first impression. Remember, you never get a second chance to make a first impression, and in digital marketing, that impression starts right here at the top of the funnel. Once we have their attention, we have to keep it. In our next section, we'll discuss how to move these prospects from just looking to actively interested. Let's move on. Once we've captured a prospect's attention, we move into the middle of the funnel: interest and consideration. This is the critical window shopping phase. At this point, the customer isn't just aware of us, they are actively engaging with our content and, more importantly, comparing us against our competitors to see if we're the right fit for their needs. The strategy, channels. To influence their decision, we utilize specific high-intent channels. The website. This serves as our digital storefront where details matter. Reviews. These provide the social proof and trust needed to tip the scales. Email and retargeting ads. These allow us to stay top of mind. If a user leaves our site without acting, a well-placed retargeting ad or a follow-up email reminds them why they were interested in the first place.
This process illustrates the journey a potential customer takes, starting from the moment they first hear about you, awareness, all the way down to the final goal, conversion. It starts with high-level planning and strategy, moves into identifying your target audience, and then filters down through marketing and sales efforts. Notice how the funnel narrows. This represents how we filter a large audience into a smaller, more focused group of buyers, eventually resulting in profit. Defining conversion. Now, let's zoom in on the bottom of that funnel. Conversion. In simple terms, conversion happens when a customer takes a specific, desired action. This isn't just a click or a view. We are looking for meaningful participation, such as making a purchase, signing up for a newsletter, or filling out a lead form. The ultimate goal, our primary goal here is transformation. We want to turn interested prospects, people who are just looking, into actual customers or qualified leads. To do this effectively, your marketing must focus on two things: removing doubts and making the action as easy as possible. Remember, a smooth funnel is a profitable one. If you can eliminate friction at the conversion stage, you'll see those prospects turn into results. Let's take a look at how we can optimize each of these stages. Now, let's move into one of the most critical stages of the funnel, conversion. This is where all your hard work in building awareness and interest finally pays off. Focusing on the goal, the primary goal here is simple but vital. We want to turn those interested prospects into actual customers or qualified leads. To do this, we have to focus on two things: removing any lingering doubts they might have and making the final action, whether that's a purchase or a sign-up, as easy and frictionless as possible. Focusing on channels, to nudge them across the finish line, we use specific channels. Notice how these are more direct and personalized. Email and CRM allow us to send tailored follow-ups based on their behavior. WhatsApp provides a quick, conversational way to answer last-minute questions. And strategic offers, like a first-time discount or a limited-time bonus, provide that final incentive to act now. But remember, conversion isn't just a one-time event. We are also laying the groundwork for repeat customers and brand loyalty. A smooth conversion process is the first step in turning a buyer into a lifelong fan. Marketing builds the demand, digital marketing accelerates that growth, and the funnel is the machine that helps you convert all that attention into revenue.
Welcome to Introduction to Digital Marketing. In an era where the world is more connected than ever, understanding the digital landscape isn't just an advantage, it's a necessity. Today, we'll move beyond the buzzwords to explore the core strategies that drive growth, build brands, and turn clicks into customers. We're living in a digital-first world, and today, I'm going to show you how to navigate it like a pro. From SEO to social media strategy, we're covering the essentials you need to make an impact in 2026. Think about how many times you've looked at your phone today. Behind every notification and every ad is a strategy. Welcome to Introduction to Digital Marketing. My goal for this session is to pull back the curtain and show you how digital tools can help you reach the right people at the right time. Whether you're a total beginner or looking to sharpen your skills, you're in the right place.
Let's start with the basics. What exactly is digital marketing? Simply put, it is the practice of promoting products or services using online platforms. Whether it's through search engines, social media, email, or mobile apps, the goal is twofold: reaching the right audience and converting that reach into leads or sales. Unlike traditional marketing, digital marketing allows us to use data-driven strategies to track our performance in real time, ensuring we improve our results efficiently every single day. Option 2. The engaging and conversational. Now, we see the term digital marketing everywhere, but what does it mean for a business? Think of it as the bridge between your product and your ideal customer in the digital space. As you can see here, we aren't just posting, we are using specific platforms like SEO, social media, and apps to find the people most likely to buy from us. The real magic mentioned on this slide is the ability to track performance. In the digital world, we don't guess, we measure. This allows us to pivot quickly and get the best return on investment. To understand our curriculum, we first have to define our field. Digital marketing is the strategic use of online channels to communicate a brand's value. The channels. We'll be covering search engines, social media, and email throughout this course. The objective. It's not just about likes, it's about generating leads and sales. The advantage. Notice the mention of real-time tracking. In traditional print or TV ads, you might not know if an ad worked for weeks. In digital marketing, we know within minutes. This data-driven approach is what makes this career path so powerful and efficient. Welcome back, everyone. To understand how businesses reach their customers in the modern age, we have to look at the where. These are the 4 primary pillars of digital marketing, or what we call our key digital marketing channels. First up is search engine optimization, or SEO. Think of this as the marathon of digital marketing. The goal here is to optimize your website so it appears higher in organic search results. When you search for something on Google and click a link that isn't labeled sponsored, that business has successfully used SEO. Next, we have social media marketing, SMM. This is where brand personality lives. It involves using platforms like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and TikTok to engage directly with your community, build brand loyalty, and reach specific demographic groups where they spend their free time. Moving down, we have content marketing. This is the fuel for all your other channels. It's the creation of valuable content, like the blog posts you read, the infographics you share, or the podcasts you listen to. The goal here isn't just to sell, but to provide value that builds trust with your audience. We have search engine marketing, SEM, often referred to as PPC or pay per click. Unlike SEO, which is organic, SEM is the sprint. It involves paid advertisements on engines like Google and Bing. You pay a fee each time someone clicks your ad, giving you instant visibility at the very top of the page. A brand can create a comprehensive digital presence that attracts, engages, and converts customers. Now, let's dive into some of the most effective key digital marketing channels that businesses use today to reach their customers directly. First up is email marketing. This isn't just about sending mail, it's about building a relationship. We use this channel for targeted communication, things like weekly newsletters, seasonal promotions, special offers, and crucial follow-ups to keep the brand top of mind. Next, we have affiliate marketing. This is a performance-based strategy where businesses partner with outside affiliates. These partners promote your products or services to their own audiences, and in return, they earn a commission for every sale they help generate. Then there is influencer marketing. Similar to affiliate work but more focused on brand authority, this involves collaborating with individuals who have a dedicated and strong following on social media. It's all about leveraging the trust that these influencers have already built with their community. Finally, we have display advertising. These are the visual ads you see while browsing. They include banners, images, and videos placed across various websites and apps. It's a highly effective way to catch a user's eye and drive traffic back to your landing pages. Understanding how to balance these 4 channels is key to a well-rounded digital strategy. Let's take a closer look at how to choose the right one for your specific goals. Now, let's dive into some of the most impactful channels in the digital landscape today. While there are many ways to reach an audience, these 3 are currently dominating user attention. First up is video marketing. As the saying goes, a picture is worth 1,000 words, but a video is worth 1,000,000. By utilizing platforms like YouTube, Instagram Reels, and TikTok, brands can create high-engagement storytelling that captures attention far better than static images alone. Next, we have mobile marketing. Think about it. Most of us have our phones within arm's reach 24/7. This channel allows you to meet your customers exactly where they are through targeted SMS campaigns, in-app advertisements, and timely push notifications. Finally, there's WhatsApp marketing. This is all about direct, personalized communication. It's a powerful tool for building trust because it moves the brand-customer relationship into a more private, conversational space, allowing for real-time support and promotion. By mastering these 3 channels, you can ensure your brand stays relevant in an increasingly mobile and visual world. First, we have the agency career. Imagine a fast-paced environment where you aren't just working for one company, but many. Digital marketing agencies act as a specialized marketing department for hire. The biggest advantage here is variety. You might be managing a social media campaign for a fashion brand in the morning and optimizing SEO for a tech startup in the afternoon. It's the fastest way to gain broad experience across different industries and master multiple tools in a short amount of time. Next is the freelancer career. This is the path of independence. As a freelancer, you are your own boss. You offer your services to clients on a project or contract basis. This path offers the most flexibility. You choose your own hours and your own clients, but it also requires you to be a business owner. Beyond the marketing work, you'll also be responsible for your own sales, invoicing, and client management. It's a great option for those who value autonomy and have a strong entrepreneurial spirit. Finally, we have the in-house career. This is when you work directly for a single company or brand. Unlike the agency world, where you jump between clients, an in-house role allows you to go deep. You become an expert on that specific brand. Your focus shifts toward long-term strategy, consistent brand building, and performance optimization over months and years. If you enjoy seeing the long-term impact of your work and being deeply embedded in a company's culture, this is the path for you.
Now let's talk about why you're here and why digital marketing is the ultimate career move in today's economy. Whether it's through custom websites, social media, or global marketplaces, the digital world is where the customers are. Because of this, companies are shifting their budgets away from expensive TV and print ads toward digital marketing because it's simply more cost-effective and easier to track. But what does this mean for you? It means global career opportunities. Digital marketing skills aren't tied to one city. They are in demand worldwide, allowing you to work from anywhere. And finally, there is high-level job security. As long as businesses need customers to grow, they will always need skilled digital marketers to find them. This is your starting line. We're looking at why now is the perfect time to pivot into a career in digital marketing. If you're looking for a path that combines creativity with strategy, high demand. In today's world, a business that isn't online is a business that doesn't exist. Because every company, from local startups to global giants, needs to reach customers where they spend their time, your skills will always be in short supply. Point 2. No coding required. One of the biggest misconceptions is that you need to be a tech genius or a programmer. The truth? No coding is required. While you'll use digital tools, most roles focus on psychology, content, and data analysis rather than writing lines of code. It's accessible to everyone. Point 3. Fast career growth. Because this field moves so quickly, your growth is just as fast. This isn't a career where you wait years for a promotion. By gaining practical, hands-on experience, you can level up your skills and your salary in a very short amount of time. Point 4. Entrepreneurial freedom. Finally, digital marketing gives you ultimate freedom. You aren't tied to a 9-to-5 desk if you don't want to be. You have the flexibility to work as a freelancer, a specialized consultant, or even start your own agency and build your own brand. Now, let's dive into one of the most dynamic pillars of digital marketing, social media marketing, or SMM. SMM isn't just about posting pictures. It's the strategic process of using platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn to meet specific business goals. We use it to promote brands and products directly to the consumer. But more importantly, it's a tool to build lasting relationships with your audience through real-time interaction. Businesses can significantly increase brand awareness and generate high-quality leads. Ultimately, the goal is to drive traffic back to your website and turn followers into loyal customers. We'll look at the specific platforms and how to choose the right one for your brand.
First, we have the big three of networking. Facebook, now under the Meta umbrella, remains a powerhouse for targeting specific demographics. Instagram is your visual storytelling hub, while LinkedIn is the gold standard for B2B marketing and professional networking. We also have X, formerly known as Twitter, which is essential for real-time engagement and trending conversations, and YouTube, the world's second-largest search engine, perfect for long-form video content, but marketing goes beyond just social feeds. Notice Amazon on this list. It has become a critical platform for e-commerce advertising. We also utilize the audience network through Google Partners to reach users across millions of websites and apps. And finally, don't overlook Messenger. Direct, conversational marketing is one of the highest converting trends right now. The key isn't to be on every platform, but to be on the right ones for your brand. In the next section, we'll look at how to choose the best platform for your specific business goals. Now that we understand the power of social media, let's dive into the different strategies you can use to grow a brand. Social media marketing isn't just one thing, it's a versatile toolkit. As you can see on the screen, there are 8 primary types we focus on. Organic social media marketing. This is the heart of your presence. It's about building a following naturally through high-quality posts, stories, and interaction, without a paid ad budget. Paid social media marketing. When you need a boost, you pay for ads. This allows you to target specific demographics to ensure your content reaches the right eyes. Influencer marketing. Here, you partner with creators who already have the trust of your target audience to promote your product authentically. Community marketing. This focuses on building a loyal tribe around your brand, often through groups or forums, fostering deep engagement and brand advocacy. Content marketing, social. This is the what of your strategy. It's about creating valuable, relevant content that educates or entertains rather than just selling. Video and Reels marketing. In today's landscape, short-form video is king. Whether it's Reels, TikToks, or Shorts, this is the most engaging way to capture attention quickly. Social media retargeting. Ever looked at a product and then saw an ad for it later? That's retargeting, keeping your brand top of mind for people who have already shown interest. Social media lead generation. Finally, we use specific tactics like lead magnets or sign-up forms to turn casual scrollers into potential customers. Each of these types serves a different purpose in your overall digital strategy. In our next session, we'll break down exactly when to use each one for maximum impact. Let's move forward.
CRM, or Customer Relationship Management. A CRM is a centralized system designed to manage all your customer data, interactions, leads, and sales in one single place. Think of it as the brain of your business operations, keeping track of every touchpoint a customer has with your brand. But why is it so important for digital marketing? Track journeys. It allows you to see exactly where a customer is in their buying process. Lead management. It ensures no lead falls through the cracks by automating follow-ups. Team collaboration. It breaks down silos, allowing marketing, sales, and support teams to see the same customer history. Data-driven success. Ultimately, a good CRM supports smarter decision-making. Through detailed reports and real-time analytics, you gain the insights needed to refine your strategy and provide a personalized experience that keeps customers coming back.
Now, let's look at why CRM is the backbone of any successful digital marketing strategy. When we talk about what a CRM stores and provides, we aren't just talking about a digital address book, we're talking about business intelligence. First, it acts as a centralized database. It stores every detail, names, emails, and phone numbers, meaning your team isn't hunting through spreadsheets to find a lead. Secondly, it drives cost-effective marketing. By knowing exactly who your customers are, you can stop spray and pray advertising and target the right audience with a much smaller budget. Finally, for those of you looking at your future career, mastering CRM tools opens up global career opportunities and provides high-level job security. Every industry, from tech to healthcare, is in constant need of professionals who can manage these systems to drive growth. If you want to be a high earner in digital marketing, you need to master CRM. Why? Because it's where the data lives. A CRM stores your customer data in one unified system, which is the foundation of any campaign. Because you have this data, your marketing becomes significantly more cost-effective. You're reaching the people most likely to buy, which saves the company money. From a career perspective, CRM skills are a global currency. Whether you want to work remotely for a firm in London or a startup in Silicon Valley, these skills are in continuous demand. It's one of the most future-proof skill sets you can develop in this industry. Now that we understand the basics of CRM, let's look at how it actually functions within a business. CRM isn't just one tool. It generally falls into three main categories depending on the goals of your digital marketing strategy. First, we have operational CRM. Think of this as the front office engine. Its primary job is to automate and streamline the customer-facing side of things. It handles your sales pipelines, automates your email marketing campaigns, and manages customer service tickets. If you've ever received an automated "thank you for your purchase" email, you've seen an operational CRM at work. Next is analytical CRM. This is where the magic happens behind the scenes. It's all about the data. This system collects and analyzes customer information to spot patterns and behaviors. As digital marketers, we use this to understand why a customer buys or when they are likely to churn. It helps us make data-driven decisions rather than just guessing what our audience wants. Finally, we have collaborative CRM. This is the bridge between departments. In many companies, sales and marketing can become siloed, meaning they don't talk to each other. Collaborative CRM ensures that the sales team, the marketing team, and the support team all see the same customer profile. This way, the customer gets a seamless experience no matter who they talk to. Now that we understand the importance of managing customer relationships, let's look at the industry leaders. Choosing the right software can make or break your marketing efficiency. Here are three of the most popular CRM tools used by digital marketers today. First up is HubSpot CRM. HubSpot is often the go-to for many of you just starting out. It is incredibly user-friendly and offers a powerful freemium model, making it perfectly suited for small to medium-sized businesses that want to scale without a massive upfront investment. Next, we have Zoho CRM. Zoho is a powerhouse when it comes to customization and automation. It's highly regarded for its ability to handle complex sales workflows and its multi-channel communication features, meaning you can track interactions across email, social media, and live chat all in one place. Finally, there is Salesforce. If you move into the enterprise space, you will likely encounter this platform. It is widely considered the world's most powerful and scalable CRM. Because of its deep analytics and massive ecosystem of integrations, it's the standard for large-scale global operations.
Hello everyone, and welcome to today's session. In the world of digital marketing, your website is your digital storefront, but you don't need to be a computer scientist to own one. Today, we are covering website basics with a focus on being no-code friendly. We'll explore the essential foundations every marketer needs to know to manage and launch sites without ever touching a single line of CSS or HTML. Let's get started with the fundamentals. Welcome everyone. Today, we're diving into the cornerstone of any digital marketing strategy, the website. In a world that never sleeps, your website is your most powerful tool for connection and growth. So, what exactly is a website? Simply put, it's a collection of interconnected web pages. Think of it as your digital real estate. It's hosted on the internet and is easily accessible to anyone, anywhere, using a standard web browser. But a website is much more than just code and images. It serves 4 critical functions for a brand. Information sharing. It's your primary source of truth for your audience. Business promotion. It builds credibility and brand awareness. Sales. It acts as a 24-hour storefront where you can sell products directly. Service delivery. It provides a platform to offer online services and support.
We need to understand the home base of any digital strategy, the website. Not all websites are built the same, and as digital marketers, choosing the right structure is the first step toward a successful campaign. First, we have static websites. Think of these as digital brochures. They contain fixed content that doesn't change unless a developer manually updates the code. They are fast and simple, making them perfect for small projects or resumes where the information stays the same for a long time. Next are dynamic websites. These are much more interactive. The content changes in real time based on who is logged in, what they click, or updates made to a central database. Social media feeds and news sites are prime examples. They provide a personalized experience for every visitor. Then, we have the engines of online retail, e-commerce websites. These are specifically designed for the transaction, buying and selling products or services. They include specialized features like shopping carts, secure payment gateways, and inventory management. Finally, there are business or corporate websites. These act as the official digital identity for a company. Their primary goal isn't always a direct sale, but rather to build brand authority, showcase services, and provide a professional touchpoint for clients and partners. Whether it's a simple landing page or a complex global store, the type of website you choose dictates your SEO strategy and user journey. Now, let's look at how web hosting supports all of these structures. We have the blog or personal website. Think of this as a platform for thought leadership. The primary goal here is to share articles, opinions, and expertise. In marketing terms, this is a powerhouse for SEO and building brand authority by providing value to your readers. Next, we have educational websites. These are designed to deliver structured learning. Think of platforms like Coursera or a university portal. They focus on hosting courses, academic resources, and interactive content. From a marketing perspective, these are great for lead generation through knowledge-based branding. Now, if you're a freelancer or a creative agency, you need a portfolio website. This is your visual resume. It's a dedicated space to showcase your past work, skills, and achievements. Its sole marketing purpose? Building trust and proving your capability to potential clients at a glance. Finally, we have the landing page. This is a bit different. It's usually a single-page site built for a specific marketing or advertising campaign. Unlike the others, a landing page has one job: conversion. Whether it's signing up for a webinar or buying a product, it's designed to keep the user focused on a single call to action. Choosing the right type depends entirely on what you want your audience to do. As we move forward, we'll look at how to optimize each of these for better results. Let's dive deeper. Before we dive into the creative side of digital marketing, we need to understand the infrastructure. Think of building a website like building a physical store. To have a store, you need three things: an address, a piece of land, and the building itself. In the digital world, we call these domain, hosting, and CMS. First up is the domain. This is your unique digital address, the URL users type into their browser, like www.yourbrand.com. In our store analogy, this is the sign out front and the address people use to find you on the map. Choosing the right domain is vital for branding and SEO. Next, we have hosting. If the domain is the address, hosting is the physical plot of land where your store sits. Technically speaking, it's a powerful computer or server where all your website's files, images, and data live 24/7. Without reliable hosting, your website has nowhere to stay and won't be accessible to the public. Finally, we have the CMS, or content management system. This is the software that allows you to design your store and arrange the shelves without needing to be an architect, or in this case, a coder. Platforms like WordPress or Shopify are popular CMS tools that let marketers create, manage, and update content easily using a simple interface.
Next, let's talk about the backbone of your digital home: website structure. In digital marketing, we don't just build websites to look pretty, we build them to perform. Think of a well-structured website as a GPS for your visitors. When your layout is logical, users can find exactly what they're looking for without frustration. This is critical because a confused visitor is a visitor who leaves. By creating a smooth navigation path, we directly reduce bounce rates, keeping people on the site longer and building trust in the brand. A great structure must lead somewhere specific. This is where effective CTAs, or calls to action, come into play. Whether it's a sign-up button, a buy now link, or a contact form, your structure should naturally funnel the visitor toward these points. This is the bridge between a casual browser and a high-value lead. If the structure is clear, the CTA becomes the obvious next step for the customer to take. A site that is easy to navigate isn't just user-friendly, it's conversion-friendly. Organize your content wisely, and your customers will follow the path you've set for them.
Now that we understand the why behind digital marketing, let's look at the where. Your website is your digital storefront, and its structure determines whether a visitor becomes a customer or bounces. First up is the home page. Think of this as your brand's elevator pitch. In just a few seconds, it needs to answer 3 questions for the user. Who are you? What do you do? And most importantly, how will you make their life better? Next, we move to the About Us page. This isn't just a history lesson, it's a trust-building tool. This is where you share your mission and values to create an emotional connection. People buy from brands they trust, and this page is where that credibility is born. Finally, we have the services or products section. This is the meat of your site. Here, you need to go beyond just listing features, you need to highlight the specific benefits and provide clear pricing or calls to action. Every detail here should be designed to move the visitor one step closer to a purchase. Remember, a clean structure makes for a seamless user journey. If a visitor can't find what they're looking for within 2 clicks, you've likely lost them. Let's dive deeper into how to optimize each of these sections for SEO.
We have testimonials and reviews. In the digital world, we call this social proof. By displaying real customer feedback and success stories, you're not just talking about yourself, you're letting your happy clients build trust and confidence for you. Next is the contact page, which is your primary engine for lead collection. You want to make it as easy as possible for a user to reach out. A high-converting contact page should always include a simple form, your phone number, email, and a physical location if applicable. Finally, let's talk about the blog or resources section. This is the secret weapon for SEO traffic. By consistently publishing informative articles and updates, you provide value to your audience while simultaneously improving your website's ranking on search engines like Google. When you combine social proof, easy lead collection, and SEO-driven content, you transform a simple website into a powerful marketing machine. Let's look at how we can optimize each of these for your specific niche.
Next, let's talk about the heart of digital marketing, the call to action, commonly known as a CTA. Think of a CTA as the bridge between interest and action. You've spent time creating great content and targeting the right audience, but without a clear CTA, your potential customer is left wondering. By definition, a CTA is a specific message or button designed to prompt an immediate response. Whether it's on your website, a Facebook ad, or an Instagram story, the goal is always the same: to guide your visitor through the marketing funnel and convert them into a lead or a paying customer. Enroll now creates urgency for a course. Book free consultation lowers the barrier to entry by offering value for free. Download brochure is perfect for lead generation. Call now and apply today are direct and leave no room for ambiguity. In digital marketing, if you don't ask, you don't get. A well-placed, high-contrast CTA can be the difference between a high bounce rate and a successful conversion. Always make sure your CTA is easy to find, visually appealing, and tells the user exactly what they will get when they click.
Next, let's talk about one of the most powerful tools in digital marketing: WordPress. As we see here, WordPress is a world-leading content management system, or CMS. But what does that actually mean for us as marketers? Think of it as the engine behind your website. It allows you to create, manage, and scale online content without needing to write a single line of code. For a long time, building a website meant you had to be a developer. With WordPress, that barrier is gone. Why do we use it? Themes and plugins, it uses a building block approach. You can change the entire look of a site with a theme, or add complex features, like a contact form or an online store, using plugins. Versatility. Whether you are launching a personal blog, a corporate business site, or a full-scale e-commerce shop, WordPress can handle it. SEO-friendly. This is crucial for us. WordPress is built in a way that search engines like Google love, making it much easier to get your content to the top of the search results. Whether you are a complete beginner or a seasoned professional, WordPress gives you the flexibility to build a high-performing digital presence quickly and efficiently. Let's dive into the dashboard and see how it works. Now that we've covered the basics of website strategy, it's time to get our hands dirty with the actual setup. Let's talk about WordPress installation. A common hurdle for beginners is the cost of hosting and domains. But for the purpose of this class, you don't need to spend a dime to start practicing. We'll be using Infinity Free for our hosting services. It's a fantastic sandbox environment that allows you to experiment without any financial commitment. For your web address, we'll use a free HTTPS www.google.com search epizy.com subdomain. This will be your live URL where you can build, test, and showcase your digital marketing landing pages. Let's jump into the dashboard and see how it's done. Want to build a professional website for $0? Today, I'm showing you how to master WordPress installation using free tools. In the digital marketing world, speed to market is everything. You don't need a premium plan just to learn the ropes. By pairing Infinity Free hosting with an epizy.com domain, you get a fully functional site ready for SEO, content, and tracking pixels. No credit card, no hidden fees, just pure learning. Let's get your first site live. I'm going to walk you through the step-by-step installation of WordPress. Step 1. Create your hosting account. Before we do anything else, we need a place for our website to live. For this course, we'll start by setting up a free hosting account and securing a free domain name so you can practice without any upfront costs. Step 2. Accessing the control panel. Once your account is ready, log in and open your cPanel. Scroll down until you see the software section. We're looking for the Softaculous Apps Installer. This is a powerful tool that allows us to install WordPress with just one single click, no coding required. Step 3. The WordPress installation. Inside Softaculous, click on the WordPress icon and hit Install Now. Here, you'll fill in your site details. For our project, set the site name to Digital Marketing Course. Most importantly, choose an admin username and a strong password, and enter your email address. Once that's done, click Install at the bottom and wait a few seconds for the magic to happen. Step 4. Log in to WordPress. Once the installation is complete, you'll receive a login URL. Simply enter the username and password you just created, and you'll be taken straight to your WordPress dashboard. And that's it. You officially have a live website. In our next segment, we'll take a tour of the dashboard and start customizing your site for your first marketing campaign. Let's get started. Welcome, everyone. Today, we're diving into one of the most powerful tools in your digital marketing arsenal, SEO fundamentals. Think about it. Thousands of people are searching for exactly what you offer right now. But if you aren't on that first page of results, you're basically invisible. In this session, we're going to demystify how search engines work and show you how to ensure your brand is the one getting found. Welcome to our session on the Introduction to SEO Fundamentals. Search engine optimization is the backbone of organic digital growth. Today, we will explore the core pillars, from keyword research to on-page optimization, that allow businesses to build long-term authority and drive sustainable traffic without relying solely on paid ads. Let's get started with the basics. We're stripping away the jargon and getting down to the core strategies that move the needle. By the end of this class, you'll understand how to speak the language of search engines and, more importantly, the language of your customers. Let's jump in. SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. Simply put, it is the process of improving a website's visibility on search engines like Google. Think of it as the art and science of making sure your website shows up when people are looking for what you offer. Organic versus paid. The key word here is organic. Unlike paid ads, which disappear the moment you stop paying, SEO focuses on earning a higher rank in unpaid search results. It's about building long-term value and trust with your audience through keyword optimization, high-quality content, and technical improvements. The real-world example. Let's look at a practical example. Imagine you own a bakery. If you optimize your website for the keyword "best cake shop near me," SEO helps you appear on that coveted first page of Google. This means more foot traffic to your store and more sales, all because you reached the right audience at the exact moment they were hungry for cake. Ultimately, the goal of SEO is simple. Increase your website traffic by making it easy for the right people to find you. Let's break down how we actually achieve that. Now, let's pull back the curtain on how search engines actually function. To be successful in SEO, you have to understand that a search engine isn't just a static directory, it's a living system. As you can see on the slide, search engines like Google are continuously updating their algorithms. Their sole mission is to deliver the most relevant, trustworthy, and high-quality content to the user. For us as marketers, this means regular website optimization isn't optional. It's how we maintain visibility and stay ahead of those algorithm shifts. The entire process can be broken down into 3 critical stages: crawling, indexing, and ranking. Step 1. Crawling. It starts with crawling. Think of Google bots or spiders as digital explorers. They are constantly roaming the web, following links from one page to another to discover new or updated content. If a bot can't find you, you don't exist in the search world. Step 2. Indexing. Once a page is discovered, we move to indexing. This is where the bot processes the information it found, the keywords, the images, and the site structure, and stores it in a massive digital library called the Google Index. At this stage, your page is officially filed and ready to be found. Step 3. Ranking. Finally, we have ranking. When a user types a query into the search bar, Google's algorithms sift through that massive index in milliseconds. They decide which pages are the best match and display them in the search engine results pages, or SERPs, in a specific order. Step 1. Crawling. Think of this as the discovery phase. Search engines send out automated bots, often called crawlers or spiders, to scour the internet. Their job is to follow links and find new or updated content, from blog posts to brand new websites. Step 2. Indexing. Once a page is found, the search engine needs to make sense of it. This information is processed and filed away in a massive digital library known as an index. If your website isn't in the index, it effectively doesn't exist to the search engine. Step 3. Ranking. This is where the magic happens for users. When someone types a query into the search bar, the engine digs through its index to find the most helpful answers. It then ranks those pages based on relevance, authority, and quality, ensuring the best content lands right at the top. Understanding this cycle is your first step in learning how to optimize your content for maximum visibility. Let's dive deeper into how we can influence these steps. Now that we understand the basics of search engines, let's dive into the core strategies. SEO isn't just one single task. It's a multi-layered approach. We generally categorize it into these 5 key types. First up is on-page SEO. This is everything you do on your actual website. It's about optimizing your headlines, HTML tags, and images to make sure search engines understand exactly what your page is about. Next, we have off-page SEO. Think of this as your website's reputation. These are activities happening outside of your site, like building high-quality backlinks, to prove to search engines that your brand is an authority in its field. Then, there is technical SEO. This happens behind the scenes in the back-end structure. It focuses on making your site fast, mobile-friendly, and easy for search engine bots to crawl and index. Local SEO. For businesses with a physical location, local SEO is vital. This optimizes your online presence so you show up when people nearby search for services near me or in a specific city. Finally, we have content SEO. This is the heart of your strategy. It's the process of creating high-quality, relevant, and valuable content that actually answers the questions your audience is asking. When you combine these 5 elements, you create a powerful SEO machine that drives sustainable organic growth.
Think of keywords as the bridge between what people are looking for and the content you provide to fill that need. It is the absolute foundation of SEO and digital marketing. Without proper research, you're essentially flying blind. By mastering this, you ensure your business creates content that is actually relevant to your audience, which significantly improves your visibility in search results. Have you ever wondered how some websites always seem to appear right when you need them? It's not magic, it's keyword research. The goal here isn't just to find popular words, it's about understanding the intent behind the search. When we analyze these phrases, we are learning exactly what our customers want, whether it's information, a product, or a service. If you want your digital marketing strategy to stand on solid ground, you have to start here. It's the best way to make sure your content matches user needs and gets seen by the right people. Next up, keyword research. This is the North Star of your digital marketing strategy. It's the process of identifying the exact language your audience uses so you can show up where they are looking. Remember, if you don't know what your customers are searching for, they'll never find you. Let's look at how we can use these insights to boost your search visibility. Why is keyword research considered the backbone of every successful digital marketing campaign? It helps us understand user search intent. It's not just about what people are typing, but why they are typing it. Are they looking to buy, or just looking for information? Second, target audience. By identifying those specific terms, we can ensure our website targets the right audience. There's no point in getting 1,000 visitors if none of them are actually looking for what you offer. Point 3. Rankings and traffic. It's the primary driver for improving search engine rankings. When you optimize for the right keywords, Google recognizes your relevance, leading to a steady climb in organic traffic. Point 4. Beating competition. Finally, keyword research allows you to work smarter, not harder. It reduces competition by helping you find low-hanging fruit, those relevant and achievable keywords where you can actually win. Now that we understand the basics of SEO, let's dive into the different types of keyword research. Not all keywords are created equal. Choosing the right category can be the difference between getting lost on page 10 or ranking at the top of Google. First, we have short-tail keywords. These are broad, high-level terms consisting of only 1 or 2 words. Think of terms like shoes or digital marketing. While these have a massive search volume, they come with extremely high competition. It's very difficult to rank for these, and because they are so general, the user's intent isn't always clear. Section 2, Long-tail keywords. Next, and perhaps most importantly for new websites, are long-tail keywords. These are phrases made of 3 or more words, such as, best running shoes for flat feet. These have a lower search volume, but the benefit is lower competition and a much higher conversion rate. When someone searches for something specific, they are usually much closer to making a purchase or a decision. Section 3, Branded versus non-branded keywords. Finally, we categorize keywords by brand association. Branded keywords include specific company names, for example, HubSpot CRM or Nike Air Max. These are great for capturing users who already know who you are. Non-branded keywords are general search terms without a brand name, like best CRM software. These are vital for reaching new customers who haven't discovered your brand yet. To build a winning SEO strategy, you need a healthy mix of all four. Let's look at some real-world examples of how to balance these in your next campaign. Now, let's dive into one of the most critical components of any digital marketing strategy, competitor analysis. In the digital space, you aren't operating in a vacuum. Your success is often defined by how well you understand the players around you. Competitor analysis is the systematic process of identifying your rivals and evaluating their strengths, weaknesses, and overall performance. It's about more than just knowing who they are, it's about understanding their playbook. By looking at their data, you can significantly sharpen your own marketing and SEO strategies. For example, if a competitor is outranking you for a specific keyword, an analysis helps you figure out why. Is it their content quality? Their backlink profile? Once you know their strategy, you can improve yours to bridge the gap. Differentiation and value. Crucially, this process helps you differentiate your brand. When you know exactly what everyone else is offering, you can find that white space. That unique value proposition that makes a customer choose you over them. It's about finding what makes you better or different. Remember, the digital market changes almost daily. Regular competitor analysis ensures your company stays updated, agile, and, most importantly, competitive in an ever-shifting landscape. In the fast-paced world of digital marketing, you don't just need to know your own brand, you need to know exactly what's happening across the street. Let's talk about why competitor analysis is a non-negotiable part of your strategy. Point 1. Market trends. First, it helps us identify market trends and new opportunities. By watching others, you can spot shifts in consumer behavior or gaps in the market before they become mainstream. It's about staying proactive, not reactive. Point 2. Benchmarking success. Next, it allows us to understand what strategies are actually working. If a competitor is seeing massive engagement on a specific platform or content type, that's a signal for us to analyze their secret sauce and adapt it for our own goals. Point 3. Product improvement. It's also an incredible tool for refinement. By looking at competitor pricing, content quality, and product features, you can find ways to offer better value. It's how you find your unique selling proposition, USP. Point 4. Risk mitigation. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, it reduces risk. Why make an expensive mistake yourself when you can learn from the mistakes your competitors have already made? It saves you time, money, and reputation. Remember, competitor analysis isn't about copying, it's about gathering intelligence to build a smarter, more resilient brand. Now, let's look at the tools we use to track these metrics. What exactly should you be looking at when performing a competitor analysis? There are 4 key pillars we need to focus on. Pillar 1, Keywords and SEO. First, we look at keywords and SEO. You aren't just looking for what they sell, but the specific words they use to get found. Identify the keywords your competitors are ranking for and scrutinize their content quality. Ask yourself, are they getting authority from high-quality backlinks? This helps you find gaps in your own SEO strategy. Pillar 2. Content strategy. Next is content strategy. Dig into their blogs, videos, and social media posts. It's not just about what they post, but how often and how people react. Understanding their content type and engagement levels tells you what resonates most with your shared audience. Pillar 3, Website performance. Third, we evaluate website performance. A competitor's site is a roadmap of what's working for them. Check their site structure, user experience, and page speed. Pay close attention to their calls to action and landing pages. How are they actually converting visitors into customers? Pillar 4, Paid advertising. Finally, we analyze their paid advertising. By reviewing their active ads and messaging, you can see their promotional offers and who they are targeting. This saves you money by showing you which hooks are already proven to work in the marketplace. By analyzing these 4 areas, you stop guessing and start making data-driven decisions. Let's take a look at some tools we can use to pull this data. Now, let's look at the industry standard tools we use for competitor analysis. To truly understand where your brand stands, you need data-driven insights. We rely on SEMrush and Ahrefs for deep dives into keywords and backlink profiles. Ubersuggest is a fantastic, user-friendly option for keyword discovery, while SimilarWeb gives us a behind-the-scenes look at a competitor's overall traffic sources and audience behavior. And never underestimate the power of a manual Google search. It's the best way to see exactly what the user sees in real time. Mastering these 5 tools will allow you to stop guessing and start outmaneuvering your competition. Once you've identified who your competitors are, the next step is to analyze their strategy using the right toolkit. SEMrush, think of this as your all-in-one intelligence hub. It's perfect for seeing which paid ads your competitors are running and which organic keywords are driving their growth. Ubersuggest. Created by Neil Patel, this is an excellent tool for beginners and pros alike to quickly audit a competitor's top-performing pages. Ahrefs, while it started as a backlink tool, it is now the gold standard for seeing exactly who is linking to your competitors, and how you can steal those links for yourself. SimilarWeb, this gives you the big picture. It tells you how much monthly traffic a site gets, their bounce rate, and even which social media platforms are sending them the most visitors. Google Search, finally, we use the incognito mode in Google Search. This helps us see the actual SERP, the search engine results page, to understand the intent and content format that Google is currently favoring. By combining the automated data from these tools with manual research, you'll build a foolproof competitive map. Now, let's dive into one of the most critical pillars of search engine optimization, on-page SEO. On-page SEO refers to everything you do on your website to help search engines understand your content. It's all about making your pages more relevant to what people are searching for. This isn't just about keywords. It includes technical elements like your title tags and meta descriptions, as well as structural elements like headings and internal links. Optimizing your image alt text is a key part of the process. When you get these details right, you don't just improve your rankings, you create a much better experience for your users. Want to rank higher on Google? You have to master on-page SEO. This is the art of optimizing the content you own. Think of it as polishing your website. We're looking at your written content, your keywords, and those behind-the-scenes elements like meta tags and alt text that tell search engines exactly what your page is about. Remember, search engines love relevance. By perfecting your on-page elements, you're proving that your site is the best answer to a user's question. Better relevance equals better rankings. Now that we understand how search engines crawl the web, let's dive into the core of visibility, on-page SEO factors. These are the elements you have direct control over within your own website to help search engines understand your content better. We start with the technical and structural basics. Title and description tags are your first impression in search results. They need to be both keyword-rich and clickable. We also look at heading tags to create a logical hierarchy, and image tags. Specifically alt text, to ensure your visuals contribute to your ranking. Beyond content, we manage how bots interact with our site using robots and canonical tags, which prevent duplicate content issues. We also ensure global reach through language tags and rich media engagement with video optimization. Connectivity and structure, moving down, we have internal link optimization. This isn't just about navigation, it's about spreading link juice across your pages. To help search engines provide rich snippets, like star ratings or prices, directly in the search results, we implement schema markup. This provides the context that simple text cannot. External links build credibility by citing authoritative sources. We also focus heavily on social visibility using Open Graph and Twitter tags. These control how your links look when shared on Facebook or X. Finally, we address the future of search, voice search optimization. Since people speak differently than they type, we optimize for natural language and question-based queries. Mastering these factors ensures that your website isn't just online, but is actively communicating its value to search engines and users alike. Let's take a closer look at how to implement each of these. Now that we understand the fundamentals of on-page SEO, let's look at the actual toolkit you'll be using to get the job done. Optimization starts long before you write a single word of content. First up, we have the industry standards. Google Keyword Planner is your primary source for search volume data straight from the engine itself. If you're looking for more competitive intelligence, SEMrush is a powerhouse for uncovering what your competitors are ranking for and finding those high-value keyword gaps. We have Moz and Ahrefs. While these are often known for backlink analysis, their on-page keyword tools are incredible for identifying keyword difficulty. They help you decide if a specific term is worth the effort or if it's too competitive for a new site. Creative Search and Trends, Suvol and Google Trends. For those of you looking for long-tail keywords or niche ideas, Suvol is a fantastic free tool that aggregates suggestions from Google, Amazon, and YouTube simultaneously. And finally, never ignore Google Trends. It tells you when people are searching, allowing you to align your content with seasonal peaks or rising interests. The best tool is the one that gives you the most actionable data for your specific niche. Let's dive into a live demo of Google Keyword Planner to see how we can build our first list. We're diving into one of the most critical elements of on-page optimization, the title tag. So, what exactly is it? Title tag optimization is the process of crafting a clear, keyword-focused title for your web page. This is the first thing people see on search engine results pages, or SERPs, and it's also what appears on your browser tabs. Think of it as your digital billboard. It tells search engines exactly what your page is about and, more importantly, it convinces users to click. To get this right, you need to follow two golden rules. First, keep your length between 50 to 60 characters. If it's too long, Google will simply cut it off with an ellipsis. Second, always place your primary keyword at the very beginning. This gives it more weight in search rankings and immediately catches the user's eye. The technical side. If you look at the bottom of the slide, you'll see how this looks in the HTML code. In this example for a digital marketing course in Chennai, we've placed the target keyword up front, followed by the brand name, ABC Institute. It's clean, relevant, and optimized for success. Outro, transitional, remember, your title tag is your first impression, make sure it counts. Let's move on to meta descriptions next. Now, let's dive into one of the most critical elements of on-page SEO, meta description tag optimization. While often overlooked, this small piece of code plays a huge role in how users interact with your website. Essentially, a meta description is a short summary of a web page that appears right below the page title in search engine results. Think of it as your website's elevator pitch to a potential visitor. The ranking versus CTR paradox, it is important to note. The meta description does not directly affect your search engine rankings. However, it strongly impacts your click-through rate, CTR. If your description is compelling, more people click, and more clicks tell Google your page is valuable. To ensure your message isn't cut off by Google, aim for a length between 150 to 160 characters. Your goal is to write a clear, relevant, and keyword-focused description for every single page on your site. Finally, let's look at the technical side. In your HTML head section, the code looks like this: meta name equals description, content equals. As you can see in the example, we've included a clear call to action: enroll now for SEO, PPC, and social media certification. Now, let's dive into a crucial element of on-page SEO, header tags optimization. Think of header tags as the skeleton of your web page. Header tags, ranging from H1 to H6, do more than just make text look big. They structure your content so that both your readers, and search engine crawlers, can instantly understand the hierarchy of your information. When you optimize these correctly, you aren't just helping SEO rankings, you're drastically improving readability and the overall user experience. The H1 tag, this is your main title. It should be used only once per page and must include your primary keyword. H2 and H3 tags, these are your subheadings. Use these to break up your content and support your main topic with related keywords. Always keep your headers clear, relevant, and naturally written. Don't overstuff them with keywords. Write for humans first, and the search engines will follow. Now, let's talk about a crucial but often overlooked part of SEO, image tags optimization. It isn't just about making your website look good, it's about making sure search engines can actually see and understand your visual content. Image tag optimization is the process of fine-tuning your images to help search engines improve your page ranking. This involves 4 key pillars. Using descriptive file names, adding alt text, using title attributes, and ensuring your image size is optimized for speed. Most cameras save photos with generic names like img123.jpg. To a search engine, that means nothing. Instead, you should rename that file to something descriptive, like digitalmarketingcoursechennai.jpg. This tells Google exactly what the image is about before it even loads. We have our source, src, but notice the alt text. This is vital for accessibility and SEO. We also add a title tag for a better user experience. By doing this, you're turning a simple picture into a powerful SEO asset. Master these small details, and you'll see a significant boost in how your site performs in search results. Now, let's dive into a crucial technical aspect of on-page SEO, robots meta tags optimization. Think of robots meta tags as the instruction manual you provide to search engine bots. While your content is for humans, these tags are specifically for the crawlers. By placing these snippets of code into the HTML head section of your page, you gain direct control over how Google and other search engines interact with your site. You aren't just letting them wander. You are telling them exactly where they are allowed to go. Whether you want a page to be indexed and shown to the world, or you have a private, thank you, page that you prefer to keep out of search results, these tags are your primary tool for managing visibility. Optimizing these tags ensures that your crawl budget is spent on your most important pages, helping you guide search engine behavior and maximize your site's overall performance in the SERPs. Now that we've discussed how search engines crawl your site, let's talk about how you can actually control the behavior using robots meta tags. Think of these tags as a set of instructions you give to Google or Bing bots the moment they land on your page. There are 4 primary commands you need to know. Index, this is the green light. It tells search engines, yes, please show this page in search results. No index, this is the stop sign. It tells search engines to keep this specific page out of the public results. Follow, this tells the bots to crawl and vouch for the links found on that page. No follow, this tells the bot, don't follow the links on this page. It's often used if you don't want to pass on your SEO juice to external sites. Now, how does this look in practice? Let's look at the HTML code. If you want maximum visibility, you'll use meta name equals robots content equals index follow. This is the default for most of your content. It tells the world you're open for business. However, sometimes you need privacy. For example, you wouldn't want a customer's private thank you page or a backend admin login showing up on Google. In those cases, you'd use meta name equals robots content equals no index, no follow. This ensures that private or low-value pages stay hidden and don't dilute your site's SEO authority. Mastering these tags is a small step that makes a huge difference in how professionally your site is managed. Let's take a look at how to implement these in a real CMS like WordPress next. We are diving into a crucial element of technical SEO, canonical tags optimization. Think of a canonical tag as a clear instruction for search engines. It's an HTML element that identifies which version of a web page is the main, or preferred, page. This is vital because, in the eyes of a crawler, 2 slightly different URLs can look like the exact same content. Why do we need this? Well, duplicate content can confuse search engines. If you have multiple versions of a page, search engines might not know which one to rank, or worse, they might penalize your site. Canonical tags ensure that although ranking power or SEO signals are consolidated and passed to the right page, imagine you have a main store page, www.example.com/shoes. Now, if a user filters for black shoes, the URL might change to www.example.com/shoes $color $black. Even though the URL is different, the content is essentially the same. By using a canonical tag on the filtered page that points back to the main shoes URL, you're telling Google, hey, this is just a variation, please count the credit toward the main page. By mastering canonicalization, you prevent internal competition and keep your site's SEO healthy and organized. Let's take a look at how to actually implement this tag in the HTML code. Now, let's move on to a crucial element of international SEO, language tags optimization. If you're planning to scale a brand globally, this is how you ensure the right people see the right content. Simply put, language tag optimization helps search engines like Google understand both the language and the specific geographic target audience of a web page. We achieve this using the hreflang attribute. Well, it prevents duplicate content issues and ensures that a user in Mumbai sees the Indian version of your site, while someone in New York sees the US version, even if they are both searching in English. Let's look at the example on the screen. Suppose you have 2 versions of the same page. For your Indian audience, you would use the tag ENIN. For your US audience, you'd use ENUS. By placing these snippets in your website's header, you're essentially giving Google a roadmap to navigate your international content correctly. Mastering these tags is the difference between a website that feels local to every user and one that feels out of place. Any questions on how to implement these in a live environment? Now, let's move on to a crucial element of any modern SEO strategy, video optimization. As we know, video content is king, but if search engines can't find your videos, they can't show them to your audience. In simple terms, video optimization is the process of fine-tuning your video content on a web page. The goal? To make sure search engines, like Google and YouTube, can read and rank your videos accurately. This doesn't just improve your visibility. It significantly boosts user engagement on your site. So, how do we actually do it? There are a few key practices you should always follow. First, ensure you are using relevant keywords in your video title, description, and tags. But don't stop there. You should also optimize your thumbnail file name and always include captions or a full transcript to make the content accessible and searchable. Imagine you upload a video titled, Digital Marketing Course in Chennai, Complete Guide. If you repeat that specific keyword in your description, your page heading, and even within the video transcript itself, your chances of ranking on the first page of search results increase dramatically. By aligning these elements, you're essentially telling the search engine exactly what your content is about. Now, let's dive into a crucial element of on-page SEO that often gets overlooked: internal links optimization. By definition, internal link optimization is simply the process of connecting one page of your website to another page within that same domain. It's about building a web of content. Search engines and users, but why do we do it? First, it helps search engines like Google crawl your site. It creates a map that helps them understand your site structure. For your visitors, it improves navigation, keeping them on your site longer by leading them to related, helpful information. One of the most powerful SEO benefits is the distribution of page authority. When you link from a high-performing page to a newer post, you're essentially passing on SEO juice, which helps your entire website perform better in search rankings. Finally, pay attention to your anchor text, that's the clickable text in the hyperlink. Using descriptive, relevant keywords instead of just saying, "click here," makes it much easier for search engines to understand exactly what the destination page is about. Mastering your internal links is one of the easiest ways to give your SEO a massive boost without needing any external help. Now, let's dive into a crucial element of on-page SEO that often gets overlooked: internal links optimization. By definition, internal link optimization is simply the process of connecting one page of your website to another page within that same domain. It's about building a web of content, why it matters, search engines and users, but why do we do it? First, it helps search engines like Google crawl your site. It creates a map that helps them understand your site structure. For your visitors, it improves navigation, keeping them on your site longer by leading them to related, helpful information. One of the most powerful SEO benefits is the distribution of page authority. When you link from a high-performing page to a newer post, you're essentially passing on SEO juice, which helps your entire website perform better in search rankings. Finally, pay attention to your anchor text, that's the clickable text in the hyperlink. Using descriptive, relevant keywords instead of just saying, "click here," makes it much easier for search engines to understand exactly what the destination page is about. Mastering your internal links is one of the easiest ways to give your SEO a massive boost without needing any external help. Next, let's dive into a powerful behind-the-scenes tool for SEO, schema markup optimization. So, what is it exactly? Think of schema as a universal translator. It's a form of structured data that we add to a web page's code. While users don't see the code, search engines use it to truly understand what your content is about. The real magic happens on the search engine results page. By using schema, you enable rich results. This means instead of just a plain blue link, your site can display star ratings, FAQs, customer reviews, or even specific event details directly in the search results. The benefits here are clear: it helps search engines interpret your content with much higher accuracy. For you, this means an enhanced search appearance, which leads to better user engagement and a significant boost in overall SEO performance. To put this into perspective, imagine we are promoting a digital marketing course. Without changing a single word of your visible website content, schema can tell Google to display the course duration, the price, and the student ratings right there in the search snippet. This builds instant trust and significantly increases your click-through rate. Schema makes your website talk to search engines in their own language. Next, let's dive into a crucial but often overlooked part of on-page SEO, external links optimization. Now, you might wonder, why would I want to send people away from my site? Well, it's all about building authority. External link optimization simply means linking your content to relevant and trustworthy third-party websites. Think of it like citing your sources in a research paper. It shows search engines that your content is well researched and backed by credible data. By doing this, you're helping search engines understand the context of your topic. When you link to high-authority sites, some of that trust rubs off on you, which can significantly improve your SEO performance and build user trust simultaneously. Here is a key technical tip: always ensure these links are set to open in a new tab. This allows your users to check the reference without losing their place on your website. Remember, the goal is to provide value while keeping your bounce rate low. In short, link smart, link to quality, and watch your credibility grow. Moving on to a crucial element of on-page SEO, external links optimization. Some people fear that linking to other websites will drive traffic away, but in reality, it's one of the best ways to boost your own credibility. Let's look at the primary benefits. First, external linking builds trust and authority. When you cite reputable sources, search engines like Google see your content as well-researched and reliable. It's like providing a bibliography for a research paper. Secondly, it provides additional value. By giving your readers references to deeper data or official tools, you're helping them solve their problems more effectively. This naturally improves your overall content quality, making your page a more relevant resource in your niche. To put this into perspective, look at our example here. If you are writing a blog post about digital marketing, don't just state a rule, link to an authoritative site like Google Search Central. By linking directly to the source of SEO guidelines, you prove your claims are accurate and give your users the best possible information. SEO isn't just about keeping people on your page, it's about being the most helpful resource on the web. Proper external linking does exactly that. Next, let's talk about a powerful but often overlooked tool in our SEO toolkit: Open Graph Tags, or OG tags. Have you ever shared a link on Facebook or WhatsApp and noticed how it automatically generates a beautiful preview with a clear title, a specific image, and a description? That isn't magic, that is the result of Open Graph optimization. Open Graph tags are essentially snippets of HTML code that sit in the head section of your website. They act as a set of instructions for social media platforms like Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. They tell these platforms exactly what content to display when your URL is shared. Why should we spend time optimizing these? First, it's about visibility and branding. Without these tags, a platform might pull a random, unrelated image from your site or a messy snippet of text, which looks unprofessional. Properly optimized tags ensure your branding remains consistent no matter where it's shared. Most importantly, OG tags directly impact your click-through rates. A compelling image and a clear, punchy title encourage more users to click that link. By controlling the narrative of your shared links, you are essentially creating a mini-ad for your webpage, leading to higher engagement and more organic traffic back to your site. That if you want your content to perform well on social media, don't leave the preview to chance. Optimize your OG tags to make every share count. When you share a link on Facebook, LinkedIn, or WhatsApp, have you ever wondered how those platforms know exactly which image and title to display? That magic happens through Open Graph tags. As you can see on the screen, there are 5 essential tags you need to master. OG, title, this is your headline. It's what grabs the user's attention in their feed. OG, description, a brief snippet that provides context and encourages the click. OG, image, perhaps the most important for engagement. This is the visual that represents your page. OG, URL, this sets the permanent link for the content. OG, type, this tells the platform if you're sharing an article, a video, or a standard website. Take a look at the HTML code at the bottom. Notice how we use the meta property attribute. For our Chennai digital marketing course, we've specifically defined the title and description to be SEO friendly. Mastering these tags ensures your content looks professional and clickable every time it's shared. If your links look messy when shared, you're losing clicks. That's where Open Graph tags come in. Think of these tags as your website's ID card for social media. By defining your OG, title and OG, image, you are taking control of how your brand appears on someone else's timeline. Check out the code example here. Instead of letting a platform like Facebook randomly pick a blurry image from your site, we use the OG, image tag to tell it exactly which high-quality graphic to use. Whether it's a website or a specific article, using the OG, type tag helps social algorithms categorize your content correctly. Let's dive into the code and see how you can implement these for your own landing pages. Now, let's shift our focus to social media SEO, specifically Twitter tags optimization. You might also hear these referred to as Twitter cards. While we often think of SEO as something just for Google, how your content looks on social platforms is just as vital for driving traffic. Twitter tags are on-page SEO elements. They act as instructions for Twitter, telling the platform exactly how to display your website's content when someone shares your link. By using them, you aren't just sharing a URL, you're creating a rich media experience that improves visibility, boosts your click-through rate, and drives higher engagement. So, how do we implement them? Here are the 3 key things to remember. First, these tags are placed directly into the HTML head section of your webpage. Second, they allow you to define the specific title, description, and featured image that appear in the feed. This ensures your branding stays consistent no matter who shares your link. And finally, the goal is optimization. A well-optimized Twitter card makes a link look professional, attractive, and, most importantly, clickable. In a crowded feed, a plain text link is easily ignored. By mastering Twitter tags, you ensure your content stands out and captures the audience's attention immediately. When you share a website link on social media, you've probably noticed how some links look like a professional preview card with a big image and a clear title, while others just look like a plain URL. Today, we're going to learn how to control exactly how your content appears on X, formerly Twitter, using Twitter cards. However, it's important to look at how they actually function. Twitter card, this defines the style of the preview. In our example, we used summary_large_image to make the post stand out. Twitter title, this is the headline of your page that users will see first. Twitter description, this provides a brief, catchy summary of what your page is about to encourage clicks. Twitter image, this is the visual anchor. It's the specific image URL that will be displayed in the feed. Let's look at the HTML code implementation. These lines go directly into the head section of your website. As you can see in the code snippet here, we set the card type. We define our title, in this case, for a digital marketing course in Chennai. We add a description focusing on key value props like SEO and Google Ads. Finally, we provide the direct links for the image and the canonical URL. By properly implementing these tags, you ensure your content looks professional, increases your click-through rate, and keeps your branding consistent across social platforms. Practice adding these to your landing pages today. When you share a website link on social media, you've probably noticed how some links look like a professional preview card with a big image and a clear title, while others just look like a plain URL. Today, we're going to learn how to control exactly how your content appears on X, formerly Twitter, using Twitter cards. However, it's important to look at how they actually function. Twitter card, this defines the style of the preview. In our example, we used summary_large_image to make the post stand out. Twitter title, this is the headline of your page that users will see first. Twitter description, this provides a brief, catchy summary of what your page is about to encourage clicks. Twitter image, this is the visual anchor. It's the specific image URL that will be displayed in the feed. Let's look at the HTML code implementation. These lines go directly into the head section of your website. As you can see in the code snippet here, we set the card type. We define our title, in this case, for a digital marketing course in Chennai. We add a description focusing on key value props like SEO and Google Ads. Finally, we provide the direct links for the image and the canonical URL. By properly implementing these tags, you ensure your content looks professional, increases your click-through rate, and keeps your branding consistent across social platforms. Practice adding these to your landing pages today. Activities you carry out outside of your own website. While on-page SEO is about what you say about yourself, off-page SEO is about what the rest of the web says about you. Google uses these external signals as major ranking factors to determine where you land on the search engine results page, or SERP. The ultimate goal here is to build your site's reputation. By optimizing off-page, you are improving how both users and search engines perceive your brand. We are looking to increase 4 key pillars: credibility, authority, popularity, and relevance. Think of it as building a digital vote of confidence for your business. If you look at the diagram on the right, you'll see the various gears that power an off-page strategy. It's not just about one thing, it's an ecosystem that includes link building. Using tools like link juicers or deep link builders to point high-quality traffic to specific pages. This involves article submissions, blog posting, and RSS pings to get your expertise shared across different platforms. Social signals, utilizing social bookmarking and social media to drive engagement. Premium links, securing high-authority backlinks that tell search engines your site is a trusted source of information. By mastering these external factors, you ensure that your website doesn't just exist in a vacuum, but stands out as a leader in your industry. Let's take a closer look at how to execute each of these tactics effectively. Now that we've covered how to optimize everything on your website, let's talk about what happens elsewhere on the internet. This brings us to off-page SEO. Think of this as the reputation-building phase of digital marketing. It's not about what you say about yourself, it's about what the rest of the web says about you. First and most importantly, links to your site. In the eyes of search engines like Google, a link from another reputable website is like a vote of confidence. The more high-quality, relevant websites that link back to you, the more authoritative your site appears, which directly boosts your rankings. Next, we have social media activity. While social shares aren't a direct ranking factor, the buzz you create on platforms like Instagram, LinkedIn, or X, Twitter, drives traffic and increases brand mentions. When people talk about you and share your content, it signals to search engines that your brand is relevant and popular. Then, we look at listings and reviews. This is huge for local SEO. Being listed in directories like Google Business Profile and maintaining positive customer reviews builds immense trust. High ratings don't just convince customers to click, they tell search engines that you are a reliable and legitimate business. And finally, there's bookmarking. Using platforms like Reddit or Pinterest to pin or share your content helps with initial discovery and can create a viral effect, bringing in steady streams of new visitors. Off-page SEO is about creating a footprint across the web that leads back to you. It's about building authority, trust, and awareness outside of your own domain. Now that we understand the power of authority, let's dive into the how. Acquiring quality backlinks is one of the most critical aspects of off-page SEO. Here are the top strategies used by industry experts today. First, start with the low-hanging fruit, turn brand mentions into quality backlinks. If someone is talking about you but hasn't linked to your site, a simple, polite reach-out can secure an easy win. You can also use outbound links to cite others, which often opens the door for reciprocal partnerships. Next, look at the data. Use your analytics to find top referral sources. These are sites already sending you traffic and are prime candidates for deeper backlink collaborations. Don't forget to spy on your competitors. By seeing who links to them, you can find a roadmap of high-value sites that are likely to link to you as well. A very effective white hat tactic is building links from outdated resources or broken links. By finding dead links on other sites and offering your relevant content as a replacement, you're actually helping the webmaster fix their site. You can also monitor your own Google Search Console reports to see which pages are gaining traction and amplify them. Ultimately, your links are only as good as your content. Focus on content formats proven to generate links, like infographics or original research. By creating high-quality, link-worthy content, and specifically using the skyscraper technique to improve upon existing popular topics, you make it easy for others to want to cite your work. Consistency is key here. Pick 2 of these methods to start with this week, and watch your domain authority grow. Now that we've optimized your website's internal structure with on-page SEO, it's time to step outside. Welcome to off-page SEO. Think of off-page SEO as building your website's reputation across the internet. It's not just about what you say about your brand, it's about how many other high-quality websites are voting for you through backlinks and mentions. Breaking down the factors, as you can see on the screen, there are several key channels we use to build this authority. Content-based submissions. We use blog and article submissions, as well as guest posting, to share expert knowledge on other platforms. This doesn't just drive traffic, it earns you high-value backlinks. Visual and multimedia. Don't limit yourself to text. PPT, video, and infographic submissions are powerful because they are highly shareable and rank well in search engines like YouTube or Pinterest. Community engagement. Forum submissions and social bookmarking allow you to join the conversation where your audience already hangs out. Foundational links. Finally, we use image, directory, and common posting to ensure your brand has a consistent footprint across the web. One backlink from a high-authority, relevant site is worth more than 1,000 low-quality directory links. Focus on providing value in every submission, and the search engine rankings will follow. Off-page SEO, blog submission. Think of blog submission as an outreach strategy. It's an off-page technique where you take your high-quality articles and publish them on external blogging platforms or third-party websites. But why do we do this instead of just keeping content on our own site? The goal is threefold: to increase online visibility by tapping into established audiences, to drive referral traffic back to your main website, To build high-quality backlinks, which are essentially votes of confidence for search engines like Google. By submitting blogs regularly, you aren't just promoting a single piece of content, you're fueling long-term SEO growth and expanding your digital footprint far beyond your own domain. Now that we understand the why, let's look at the where. To get the best results, you need to submit your content to reputable, high-traffic platforms. On this slide, we've listed some of the most popular blog submission and directory sites currently used by SEO professionals. For high-authority publishing, sites like Medium.com, Blogger.com, and LiveJournal are industry staples. They allow you to host full articles with great reach. For niche discovery and curation, you'll want to look at platforms like Alltop, Blogorama, and Blogata, which help categorize your content so the right readers can find it. For SEO-specific reach, using sites like EntireWeb, SEO Heights, and BloggerPassion can give you that extra edge in search engine rankings. As a digital marketer, your job is to identify which of these platforms best aligns with your target audience. One well-placed article on a site like Medium can often do more for your SEO than a dozen submissions on low-quality directories. Next, let's dive into a cornerstone of off-page SEO, article submission. Think of this as a way to extend your brand's reach beyond your own website. By publishing high-quality, informative articles on third-party directories, you aren't just sharing knowledge, you're building a digital paper trail that leads back to you. The primary goals here are threefold: visibility, getting your name in front of new audiences; traffic, driving interested readers back to your site via links; authority. When you consistently provide value on these platforms, search engines begin to view you as an expert in your niche. Over time, this strengthens your domain authority and gives your long-term SEO strategy a massive boost. Now that we understand the strategy, the question is, where should you actually publish? On this screen, you'll see some of the most popular article submission platforms currently used by SEO professionals. You're likely familiar with hub pages or self-growth, which carry significant weight due to their established user bases. However, niche-specific directories like ArticleBiz, 123 Article Online, and Open Articles are also fantastic for building out a diverse backlink profile. Pro tip for your assignments: don't just blast the same article to every site. Choose the platforms that best fit your industry, ensure your content is unique for each, and always include a clear "About the Author" section with a link back to your landing page. This is how you turn a simple article into a powerful lead generation tool. Off-page SEO, social bookmarking. Essentially, social bookmarking is the practice of saving and tagging website links on public platforms. But from a digital marketing perspective, it's much more than just keeping a reading list. It is a strategic technique used to build high-quality backlinks, drive targeted organic traffic, and significantly boost your website's visibility. By sharing your content on these platforms, you aren't just reaching your immediate audience. You're making it easier for new users to discover, save, and resharing your content across the web. Consistent bookmarking is a powerful way to strengthen your brand's authority and ensure you have a robust online presence. Now that we understand the why, let's look at the where. There are dozens of platforms available, each catering to different niches and audiences. On the left, we see heavy hitters like Reddit and Pinterest, which are fantastic for viral potential and visual content. We also have Pocket and Flipboard, which are favorites for long-form articles and curated news. On the right, we see platforms that cater to specific professional or community interests. LinkedIn is your go-to for B2B content, while Quora allows you to bookmark content while establishing thought leadership by answering questions. Even niche sites like BizSugar for small businesses or TechDirt for tech enthusiasts play a vital role. The key takeaway here is, you don't need to be on every platform. Instead, identify where your target audience hangs out and focus your bookmarking efforts there to maximize your SEO impact.
Off-page SEO technique, PPT submission. Now we all know that content is king, but content isn't just about blog posts. PPT submission involves taking your valuable data and insights, turning them into a presentation, and uploading them to sharing platforms. Why do we do this? First, it's a visual way to explain complex topics, which users love. Second, it's an incredible way to generate high-quality backlinks and drive fresh traffic back to your website. Most importantly, it boosts your brand awareness by putting your expertise right in front of a wider global audience. Think of it as repurposing your best content to work even harder for your SEO.
So, now that you know why we use PPT submissions, the next question is, where do we post them? As you can see on the screen, there are several authoritative platforms you should bookmark. SlideShare.com is the industry leader and usually the first place you'll want to start. However, sites like Scribd, Zoho, and SlideServe are also fantastic for building reach. Each of these platforms has a high domain authority. When you upload your slides here and include a link back to your site in the description or the slides themselves, search engines like Google see that as a massive vote of confidence for your brand. Your task is to identify which of these platforms best fits your niche and start transforming your articles into engaging slide decks. We're diving into a powerful off-page SEO strategy, video submission. In the world of digital marketing, video submission isn't just about sharing a clip, it's a strategic technique where we upload video content to various platforms to boost a brand's online presence. Think of it as a multi-purpose tool. First, it creates high-quality backlinks that search engines love. Second, it significantly increases your brand's visibility and awareness. Because video is the most engaging form of content today, it helps you drive organic traffic and connect with your audience on a much deeper level than text alone. Platforms like YouTube are essentially giant search engines, and by mastering video submission, you ensure your brand is where the eyes are. Now that we know why we do it, let's look at where we should be posting. As you can see on this list, there is a massive ecosystem of platforms beyond just the big names. The giants, we have heavy hitters like YouTube, Vimeo, and Dailymotion. These are your primary targets for maximum reach. Social channels, don't overlook social media giants like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. These are perfect for shorter, highly shareable, snackable content. Niche and storage sites. We also utilize platforms like Flickr, Reddit, and even file sharing sites like Mediafire or ZippyShare for specific SEO distribution needs. Each of these platforms has its own unique audience and domain authority. By diversifying your submissions across these sites, from Tumblr to Metacafe, you create a robust web of content that points back to your website, strengthening your overall SEO profile. Let's break down how to optimize your title and tags for these specific platforms. We're diving into one of the most powerful off-page SEO techniques in a digital marketer's toolkit, guest posting. By definition, guest posting is the process of writing and publishing original content on someone else's website or blog. But it's much more than just sharing your thoughts. When done correctly, it serves three major purposes: high-quality backlinks, it's a primary way to build authority in the eyes of search engines. Traffic generation. It taps into an existing audience, driving relevant readers back to your own site. Brand authority, by appearing on reputable platforms, you position yourself as an expert in your niche. Think of it as a digital word of mouth, you're borrowing the trust of an established site to grow your own reach. Now that we know why we do it, the next question is, how do we find these platforms? You don't need expensive software to start, you just need to know how to talk to Google. We use specific search operators to filter out the noise. The most effective way to search is by combining your industry keyword with a specific footprint. For example, if you are in the fitness niche, you would search for keyword plus in title. This tells Google to look for specific phrases in the page title, such as fitness plus in title, right for us, or fitness plus in title, guest post guidelines. Direct phrases, you can also search for exact matches like submit a guest post or become a contributor. These queries lead you directly to the apply pages of websites actively looking for fresh content. Your goal is to find sites that align with your niche and have an engaged audience. In our next segment, we'll look at how to pitch these sites so your article actually gets published. Forum submission is the process of participating in online discussion groups related to your industry. By asking thoughtful questions, answering user queries, and sharing genuinely useful information, you aren't just posting, you're building a foundation for your brand. The benefits are threefold: backlink building, you can often include a link back to your site in your profile or signature. Traffic generation, targeted discussions drive high-quality leads directly to your website. Authority. When you provide value, you establish yourself as an expert in your niche. Remember, the key here is genuine participation. Spamming links will get you banned, but helping others will build lasting trust. Now that we understand the why, let's look at the where. There are thousands of forums out there, but these are some of the most influential platforms you should consider for your digital marketing toolkit. Quora, the king of Q&A. It's perfect for long-form, authoritative answers. Reddit and Yahoo Answers, great for broad reach, though note that Yahoo Answers has evolved over time. Digital Point and Warrior Forum. These are must-haves if you are specifically in the digital marketing or entrepreneurship space. Stack Overflow, the go-to for technical and developer-centric discussions. Specialized hubs, platforms like Web Hosting Talk or Milet allow you to target very specific communities. When choosing a platform, always look for high domain authority and an active user base. Your goal is to find where your audience is already hanging out and join the conversation. Now, what exactly is a press release? Think of it as an official announcement that a company shares with media platforms. The goal is simple, to inform the public about significant news, whether that's a new product launch, a major event, or a corporate update. But why do we do this in digital marketing? It's not just about the news, it's a powerful strategic tool. First, it helps you gain media coverage, which builds massive brand credibility. When a third-party news site talks about you, it carries more weight than an ad. Second, it allows you to reach a much wider audience than your typical social media channels might. And finally, the part SEO specialists love, it supports your SEO strategy. By getting your news on these platforms, you generate high-quality backlinks and boost your overall online visibility. It's a win-win for both PR and search engine optimization. Where do you actually go to submit these announcements? There are several popular press release submission platforms that you should keep in your digital marketing toolkit. Depending on your budget and your target region, you might choose different sites. Some of the industry standards include Pressbox.com and its UK counterpart, Pressbox.10.uk, 24/7pressrelease.com and prlog.org, which are very common for reaching a global audience. Other great options include newswiretoday.com, https://www. google.com/search?q=onlineprnews.com, briefingwire.com, https://www.google.com/search?q=newpressrelease.com, and bignews.biz. When you're starting out, I recommend exploring these sites to see which ones offer free distribution versus paid options, as the reach and authority of the backlinks can vary between them. Choosing the right platform ensures your news reaches the right journalists and the right audience. Next, let's dive into a vital component of any successful email marketing strategy, newsletter submission. Now, what exactly do we mean by this? In the world of digital marketing, newsletter submission is the technique of sending targeted content, company updates, or special offers directly to a list of subscribers via email on a regular basis. But it's much more than just hitting send. It is a powerful tool for relationship building. By staying top of mind, businesses can foster long-term loyalty with their audience. Effectively managed newsletters are proven to drive brand awareness, keep engagement levels high, and, perhaps most importantly for your ROI, increase repeat traffic back to your website. Of course, to manage these campaigns effectively, you need the right tools. You don't just send these from a personal Gmail account, you use specialized newsletter submission platforms. As you can see here, the industry offers a variety of robust options depending on your business needs. For those looking for high-end automation and CRM integration, HubSpot and Drip are industry leaders. If you are just starting out or looking for user-friendly interfaces, platforms like MailChimp, Constant Contact, and MailerLite are fantastic choices. We also have powerful contenders like Auber, GetResponse, and Sendinblue, now known as Brevo, which offer excellent deliverability and template designs. Choosing the right platform is your first step toward building a community that actually looks forward to seeing your name in their inbox. Next, we're diving into a core off-page SEO strategy, directory submission. Think of this like the modern-day version of the Yellow Pages. Directory submission is the process of submitting your website URL and details to online directories. But why do we do it? First, it's a powerful way to build backlinks, which are essential for increasing your site's domain authority. Second, it helps search engines like Google discover and index your website faster. When done correctly, this doesn't just boost your rankings, it drives targeted traffic from people specifically looking for the services you offer. It's all about building a foundation of visibility and trust. Now that we understand the why, let's look at the where. There are thousands of directories out there, but you want to focus on quality over quantity. On your screen, you'll see some of the most reliable platforms currently used in the industry. For general business listings, HotFrog and breathofthewild.org, Best of the Web, are industry staples. If you are looking for more specific niche directories, platforms like Sipanet, ABC Directory, or Linkpedia are excellent choices. Each of these platforms allows you to categorize your business so that the right audience finds you. Remember, when you start submitting, keep your NAP, that's name, address, and phone number, consistent across every single one of these sites. Consistency is the key to local SEO success. Now, let's dive into one of the most critical, yet often overlooked pillars of digital marketing, technical SEO. While content and keywords help people find you, technical SEO is what ensures that search engines can actually see and understand your website in the first place. Technical SEO focuses purely on your website's back-end structure. Its primary goal: to help search engine bots crawl and index your pages as efficiently as possible. It involves several key technical health checks. Site speed: does your page load in the blink of an eye? Mobile friendliness: is it easy to use on a smartphone? Security: are you using HTTPS to protect your users? Organization: do you have an XML sitemap and a clean URL structure to guide Google through your site? When you get these technical details right, you're doing more than just pleasing an algorithm. You're drastically improving the user experience. A site that is fast, secure, and error-free keeps visitors happy and reduces bounce rates. Finally, remember that a strong technical foundation acts as a safety net. When search engines release new algorithm updates, websites with clean code and high performance are the ones that stay on top. Invest in your backend today, and your search rankings will thank you tomorrow. Now that we've covered content and keywords, let's dive into the engine room of your website, technical SEO. Think of this as the foundation of a house. If it's not solid, it doesn't matter how beautiful the furniture looks, no one will be able to live there safely. The setup tools: first, we start with our primary monitoring tools. Setting up Google Search Console and Bing Webmaster Tools allows the search engines to talk to us. We also integrate Google Analytics and Tag Manager so we can track exactly how users are behaving once they arrive. Site infrastructure: next, we manage how search bots crawl our site. We use robots.txt to give them directions and XML sitemaps to provide them with a roadmap of our pages. To keep the user experience seamless, we implement permanent redirects for old URLs and create custom 404 pages to guide lost visitors back to our active content. Maintenance and optimization: a healthy site is a fast site. We use minify techniques to shrink our code and run regular page speed tests to ensure we aren't losing visitors to slow loading times. We also proactively find and fix broken links and request the removal of outdated content from the SERP, that's the search engine results page, to keep our brand's presence clean and current. Finally, we never ignore the mobile-friendly test. In a mobile-first world, if your site doesn't work perfectly on a smartphone, it won't rank. Master these factors, and you'll give your content the best possible chance to reach the top. Now, let's dive into one of the most essential tools in any SEO professional's toolkit: Google Search Console. Think of Google Search Console as a direct line of communication between your website and Google. It's a free service that helps you monitor, maintain, and troubleshoot your site's presence in Google search results. It provides deep insights into your website performance. You can see exactly which keywords people are typing in to find you, check your indexing status to ensure Google can actually see your pages, and identify any technical errors that might be holding you back. By consistently using Search Console, you aren't just guessing what works, you're using data to improve your SEO and boost your website's visibility. If you want your site to rank higher and perform better, this is where you start. It is paced to allow for natural pauses and highlights the practical value of Google Search Console, GSC, for students. Now that we've discussed how search engines work, let's talk about one of the most essential free tools in your SEO arsenal, Google Search Console. Think of Search Console as a direct line of communication between your website and Google. It's not just about tracking data, it's about managing how your site is seen by the world. Here is exactly what we use it for. Setting your preferred domain. First, it helps Google understand if your site should be recognized with or without the www prefix, ensuring your brand stays consistent. Submitting sitemaps. This is how we officially tell Google, hey, here is a map of my entire website, so it can index your pages faster. Monitoring crawls. You can actually see when Google last visited your site. If Google isn't crawling you often, your new content won't show up in search results. Health checks. It allows you to check your robots.txt file to make sure you aren't accidentally blocking Google from seeing important pages. Link auditing. We use it to see who is linking to us and how our internal pages are connected. Troubleshooting. One of the biggest time savers is the crawl errors list. It tells you exactly which pages are broken so you can fix them before they hurt your rankings. And finally, my favorite part, keywords. Search Console shows you the actual terms people are typing into Google to find your site. This data is pure gold for refining your content strategy. Now that we've covered the basics of SEO, let's look at one of the most powerful, and free, tools in your arsenal, Google Search Console. Think of this as your direct line of communication with Google, performance and URL inspection. First up is the performance report. This tells you exactly which keywords are driving traffic to your site and how often people click on your links. If you ever wonder why a specific page isn't ranking, the URL inspection tool allows you to see the page through Google's eyes to check for errors, technical health, indexing and sitemaps. Under indexing, the page's report shows you which parts of your site Google has successfully found and what might be blocked. To help Google find you faster, we use sitemaps, essentially a digital map of your website that you submit directly to the console. User experience is a major ranking factor. The Core Web Vitals report measures your site speed and stability, while mobile usability ensures your site looks and works perfectly on smartphones, which is where most of your traffic is likely coming from. Safety and backlinks. Finally, the Security and Manual Actions tab warns you if your site has been hacked or penalized. And for your off-page SEO strategy, the links report shows you exactly who is linking to your site and which of your pages are the most popular. Mastering these features is the difference between guessing your SEO strategy and knowing exactly what works. Let's dive deeper into how to set up your first report. Next, let's talk about a critical tool in every digital marketer's toolkit, Google Tag Manager, or GTM. Think of GTM as a command center for your website's data tracking. That if you wanted to track a button click or a purchase, you had to manually paste code into your website's backend. This often meant waiting on a developer. GTM changes that. It allows you to manage and deploy tracking codes without ever touching the core website code directly. Key benefits: by using GTM, marketers can add, update, and manage multiple tracking scripts, like Google Analytics or the Facebook Pixel, with just a few clicks. This not only improves your tracking accuracy but also significantly reduces your dependency on IT teams. What are tags? Now, you might be asking, what exactly are tags? Simply put, tags are small snippets of code, or pixels, designed to gather data and send it to third-party platforms. For example, you'll use tags for Google Analytics to track page views, Google Ads to track conversions from your campaigns, or even tools like Hotjar to see how users interact with your site layout. Throughout this course, we'll learn how to set these up step by step. Now that we understand the purpose of Google Tag Manager, let's dive into the 3 core pillars that make it work: tags, triggers, and variables. Think of these as the engine of your tracking setup. First up are tags. A tag is essentially a snippet of code that tells GTM what data to collect and where to send it, usually to tools like Google Analytics or Metapixel. For instance, a simple page view tag tells the system to record every time someone lands on your site. Triggers. The when. Next, we have triggers. If the tag is the what, the trigger is the when. It's the set of conditions that must be met for a tag to fire. Common examples include a user clicking a sign up button, submitting a contact form, or simply waiting for the page to finish loading. Variables, that is specifics. Finally, we have variables. These are placeholders for values that change. They store the specific information that tags and triggers need to function. This could be the exact URL of the page, the specific text on a button, or a unique form ID. The variable provides the info, the trigger decides the timing, and the tag sends the data. Master these 3, and you can track almost any interaction on your website without ever touching the source code. Now, let's dive into one of the most powerful tools in a digital marketer's toolkit, Google Tag Manager, or GTM. Think of GTM as a middleman between your website and your marketing tools. Instead of asking a developer to manually add code every time you want to track something, you simply add a single GTM container code to your website once. From that point on, everything happens inside the GTM dashboard. You create tags, which are pieces of tracking code, and tell them exactly when to fire, using triggers and variables. Once triggered, GTM seamlessly sends that data directly to your analytics and marketing platforms. It's faster, cleaner, and gives you total control. First, it's the standard for Google Analytics tracking, ensuring you see every visitor's journey. It's essential for conversion tracking, allowing you to see exactly which Google or Meta ads are actually driving sales. Beyond just page views, GTM lets you track specific user actions, like button clicks or form submissions. And if you want to know how engaged your audience really is, you can set up scroll depth and event tracking to see how far down the page they're reading. In short, GTM turns your website data into actionable insights without the coding headache. Now, let's talk about one of the most essential tools in a digital marketer's stack, Google Tag Manager. If you've ever had to wait weeks for a developer to add a simple tracking pixel to your site, you'll understand why GTM is a total game changer. GTM allows for faster tracking implementation because it reduces developer dependency. You, as the marketer, can deploy tags yourself, which means you can go from an idea to live data collection in minutes rather than days. It also provides centralized tag management. Instead of hunting through thousands of lines of website code, everything is in one dashboard. Plus, with built-in triggers and variables, setting up easy event tracking, like button clicks or video views, becomes incredibly intuitive. If a new tag breaks something, you can revert to a previous version instantly, which leads to significant error reduction. Finally, it supports multiple platforms, working seamlessly across websites and mobile apps. GTM gives you the speed, control, and accuracy you need to scale your marketing efforts without the technical headaches. Let's dive into the dashboard and see how it works. Now that we understand what Google Tag Manager is, let's talk about what it actually does for us on a daily basis. Think of GTM as the bridge between your website and your marketing data. GTM is perfect for tracking link clicks and button clicks. Want to know how many people clicked your Call Now button or an external link to your social media? This is where you set that up. We also use it for form submissions, which is critical for lead generation. It tells us exactly when a user successfully hits Submit on your contact page. Moving into the ROI side of things, GTM is a powerhouse for e-commerce. It tracks conversions and specific shopping behaviors like adding items to a cart or removing them. Perhaps most importantly, it helps us identify shopping cart abandonment. By tracking these steps, we can figure out exactly where customers are dropping off and target them with remarketing ads to bring them back. We use GTM for file downloads, like PDFs or white papers, and scroll behavior, which tells us how far down a page a user actually reads. And if there is a unique action that doesn't fit a standard category, you can create custom events to track virtually any movement a user makes on your site. GTM turns ghost visitors into actionable data points. It gives you the why and how behind your traffic so you can make smarter marketing decisions. Now, let's move on to one of the most essential tools in any digital marketer's toolkit, Google Analytics 4, or as it's more commonly known, GA4. GA4 is the latest evolution of Google's analytics platform. While previous versions focused heavily on simple page views, GA4 represents a major shift in how we understand data. It is designed to track and analyze performance across both websites and mobile apps simultaneously. Instead of just looking at hits, it prioritizes user behavior, events, and end-to-end journeys. This means you aren't just seeing that someone visited your site, you're seeing how they interact with your brand across different devices before they finally make a purchase. By using GA4, businesses can move beyond basic reporting to gain deep insights. It helps us understand our users on a personal level, improve our site performance, and ultimately, make much smarter, data-driven marketing decisions. Now, let's dive into why Google Analytics 4, GA4, is a total game changer for digital marketers. Unlike the older versions we used to rely on, GA4 is built for the modern web. It moves away from simple sessions and focuses on event-based tracking, giving us a much clearer picture of how users actually interact with our content. Whether they are on a mobile app or a desktop site, GA4's cross-platform tracking stitches that journey together seamlessly. With built-in AI and predictive insights, it doesn't just tell you what happened, it helps you predict what your customers might do next. It's smarter, it's more privacy-focused, and it's the core of any data-driven marketing strategy today. If you want to master digital marketing, you have to understand these 7 key features: event-based tracking and enhanced measurement. We are no longer just looking at page views. Every click, scroll, and file download is an event, and GA4 tracks many of these automatically right out of the box. User-centric data model, GA4 focuses on the person, not the device. This allows for cross-platform tracking, meaning if a user starts their journey on their phone and finishes on a laptop, you can see that entire path. Advanced reporting and AI, this is where it gets exciting. GA4 uses machine learning to fill in data gaps and provide predictive insights, like churn probability or potential revenue. GA4 is designed to work with or without cookies, ensuring your tracking remains ethical and compliant. By mastering these tools, you aren't just looking at numbers, you're uncovering the story of your customers' behavior. Transitioning from Universal Analytics to GA4 wasn't just an update, it was a complete shift in how we measure success. Let's start with the key metrics you'll be looking at every day. Users. First, we track our users, both new and returning, to see who is actually landing on our site. Events. Unlike older versions, GA4 is event-based. Every click, scroll, or video play is captured as an event, giving us a granular look at user behavior. Engagement. We've moved past simple bounce rates. Now, we focus on engagement rate and average engagement time. This tells us not just if they stayed, but if they actually interacted with our content. Conversions. And finally, the most important one, conversions. This is where we track the specific actions that drive revenue, like signups or purchases. Now, to get the most accurate data, you need to enable additional features in your admin settings. Internal traffic. First, make sure to filter out your own team's internal traffic. You don't want your own clicks skewing your conversion data. Data retention. By default, GA4 only keeps user data for 2 months. You'll want to manually extend this to 14 months in your settings so you can perform year-over-year comparisons. Google Signals. Lastly, don't forget to toggle on Google Signals. This allows for cross-device tracking, helping you understand how a user might browse on their phone in the morning and finally buy on their laptop at night. Mastering these metrics and settings is the difference between guessing and knowing. Let's jump into the GA4 dashboard and see where to find these settings live. Most beginners in SEO focus 100% of their energy on Google. But if you're ignoring the rest of the search landscape, you're leaving traffic on the table. Today, we're looking at Bing Webmaster Tools, or BWT. Think of Bing Webmaster Tools as a free command center provided by Microsoft. It's designed to help website owners monitor their site's health, troubleshoot indexing issues, and optimize visibility specifically for the Bing search engine. The easiest way to understand BWT is to think of it as the Microsoft equivalent of Google Search Console. The best part? When you optimize for Bing through this tool, you're also improving your rankings on Yahoo and DuckDuckGo, as those engines are powered by Bing's search technology. If you want a truly well-rounded SEO strategy, getting your site verified here is a non-negotiable step. Let's dive into how to set it up. Now that we've covered Google Search Console, let's talk about its essential counterpart, Bing Webmaster Tools. While many focus solely on Google, Bing powers a significant portion of search traffic, especially in corporate environments. The primary purpose of this tool is to give you a behind-the-scenes look at how your site lives on the Bing network. By using it, you can monitor performance, see exactly which keywords are bringing users to your site from Bing. Troubleshoot. Use the built-in SEO analyzer to find and fix technical errors. Drive growth. Improve your rankings to capture that untapped organic traffic. Control indexing. Don't wait for Bing to find you, manually submit your newest pages to ensure they show up in search results immediately. If you aren't using Bing Webmaster Tools, you're leaving money on the table. Think of this as your command center for Bing SEO. The goal here isn't just to be on the web, it's to dominate. We use these tools to fix critical SEO issues that might be dragging your rankings down. By submitting your sitemaps and individual pages directly, you're ensuring Bing's crawlers see your best content first. Remember, higher visibility on Bing leads to more organic traffic and, ultimately, more conversions. It's a free, powerful resource that every digital marketer in this room should be utilizing. While many marketers focus solely on Google, savvy digital marketers know the value of diversifying their traffic. Today, we're looking at Bing Webmaster Tools, a powerful, and often underrated, platform for optimizing your site's presence on Microsoft's search engine. It is a completely free SEO monitoring tool. By integrating your site, you gain direct insight into how Bing sees your content, which is the first step toward improving your organic traffic from the millions of users on the Microsoft network. The platform offers comprehensive website performance reports and SEO issue detection. It doesn't just tell you something is wrong, it helps you find the specific technical hurdles, like broken links or crawl errors, that might be holding your rankings back. For your content strategy, you have access to a robust keyword research tool and detailed backlink analysis. These features allow you to see what's driving interest and who is citing your work, helping you build a more authoritative online profile. User experience and security. Lastly, Bing prioritizes the user experience. You'll get page speed and SEO reports to ensure your site is fast and mobile-friendly, alongside malware and security alerts to keep your site safe. If you've just launched a new page, the URL inspection tool is your best friend for getting the content indexed and visible as quickly as possible. If you aren't using Bing Webmaster Tools, you're leaving traffic on the table. Let's dive into how to set up your account. Now that we've covered Google, let's pivot to a platform that is increasingly capturing market share, Bing. While many SEO principles carry over, Bing has its own unique personality. To win here, you need to follow a specific roadmap. First things first, the absolute must-do is setting up your Bing Webmaster Tools. Think of this as your direct line of communication with the search engine. Once that's live, focus on keyword optimization. Unlike Google, which is heavily intent-based, Bing still places a high value on exact keyword matches in your titles, meta descriptions, and on-page content. As the slide says, Bing loves clarity. Technical and trust signals. Beyond the text, we have to look at the health of the site. This means optimizing your images and media with proper alt text, ensuring your security and trust signals, like HTTPS, are solid, and keeping your content fresh. Bing is also very observant of how your site performs. Website performance and UX aren't just nice-to-haves, they are core ranking factors. Advanced factors for 2026. Moving to the right side of our checklist, notice the emphasis on schema markup. Especially as we move through 2026, structured data helps Bing's AI understand your context better than ever. We also see a massive push for voice search and local SEO. If you're a local business, Bing is a goldmine because it powers search for various third-party devices and automotive systems. Finally, remember that when it comes to backlinks, Bing prioritizes quality over quantity. A few links from high-authority, trusted sites will beat 1,000 low-quality links every time. Keep a close eye on your analytics, track your progress, and you'll see that optimizing for Bing is a powerful way to capture the traffic your competitors are likely ignoring. Moving on to a crucial element of website maintenance and SEO, the permanent redirect, also known as the 301 redirect. Think of a 301 redirect like a change of address form you'd file at the post office. It's a status code sent by a web server to a browser, telling both search engines and users that the page they are looking for has moved permanently to a new URL. When someone clicks an old link, they are automatically whisked away to the new destination without even realizing it. Why is this so important for your digital marketing strategy? There are 4 key reasons. First, it preserves your SEO rankings. You've worked hard to build authority and link juice for your pages. A 301 redirect ensures that 90% to 99% of that ranking power carries over to the new URL. Second, it helps you avoid the dreaded 404 error. Nothing kills a user's experience faster than a page not found message. This keeps your site professional and functional. Third, it seamlessly transfers traffic. Whether your visitors are coming from an old bookmark or a social media post, they'll always land on the right content. And finally, it keeps search engines in the loop. It signals to Google and Bing that they should update their index and stop showing the old URL in search results. 301 redirects are the silent heroes of site migrations and URL updates, keeping your SEO healthy and your users happy. Let's talk about one of the most important tools in your SEO survival kit, the 301 redirect. Think of this as the digital equivalent of a change of address form you'd file at the post office. When to use a 301 redirect? So, when do we actually use them? There are 4 main scenarios: website or page URL changes. If you're cleaning up your URL structure for better SEO, you don't want users hitting a 404 error. Domain changes. If your brand rebrands from .net to .com, a 301 tells Google your new home. Duplicate pages. If you have 2 pages competing for the same keywords, you can merge them and redirect the weaker one to the stronger one. The goal here is simple: permanent relocation. You're telling search engines that the SEO juice or authority from the old link should now flow to the new one. How to check redirects. Now, once you've set these up, you must verify they are working correctly. You don't want a redirect loop that crashes the site. Here are the professional tools we use. Google Search Console, your first stop for checking how Google sees your pages. Screaming Frog, this is a powerhouse for auditing entire sites at once to find broken redirects. Ahrefs, perfect for tracking how your backlink profile is affected by a move. Redirect Checker Tools, there are plenty of free browser extensions and web tools for a quick, one-off check. A 301 redirect is permanent. Use it wisely to keep your user experience seamless and your SEO rankings intact. When you move a web page permanently, you don't want to lose all the hard work you put into your SEO. That's where the 301 redirect comes in. Think of a 301 redirect as a change of address form for the internet. It tells search engines like Google and Bing that your content has moved for good. Here is how search engines handle this transition. First, the old URL is removed from the search index so users don't land on broken links. Next, the new URL is indexed, allowing it to appear in search results immediately. But the most important part for digital marketers: SEO authority is transferred. This means the link juice and ranking power of your old page are passed directly to the new one, protecting your traffic. While a 302 redirect is just a temporary detour, search engines prefer the 301 for permanent changes. Use it to keep your site's authority strong and your user experience seamless. Next, let's dive into a crucial aspect of technical SEO and user experience: custom 404 redirections. As digital marketers, our goal is to keep users on our site, even when they hit a dead end. What exactly do we mean by a custom 404 redirection? It's not just about showing a page not found message. It's about strategy. First, it involves redirecting important broken URLs to relevant, live pages so the user journey continues seamlessly. Second, we must be careful to keep the 404 status for truly missing pages. This tells search engines the page is gone for a reason. Done correctly, this process is vital for avoiding SEO loss and preserving your site's link juice or authority. But when should you actually implement a custom 404 redirect? There are 4 main scenarios you'll encounter. Deleted pages. If you've removed a product or a blog post that used to get traffic, don't let that link go to waste. URL structure changes. If you've updated your site's hierarchy or permalinks, redirects ensure your old links still work. Common typo URLs. If users frequently mistype a specific URL, you can proactively redirect those typos to the correct page. Expired campaign pages. Once a seasonal promotion or a specific ad campaign ends, redirect that traffic back to your homepage or a new offer. By mastering these redirections, you ensure that even if a broken link becomes an opportunity to provide value to your audience. Let's look at how to set these up in your CMS. Now, let's dive into one of the most foundational elements of technical SEO, the robots.txt file. If your website is a building, think of this file as the security guard at the front door holding a guest list. Robots.txt is a simple plaintext file. Its primary job is to communicate with search engine bots, like Google spiders, telling them exactly which parts of your site they are allowed to crawl and which sections they should stay away from. File location. It's important to note the placement. For a search engine to find these instructions, the file must be located at the root directory of your domain. You can usually find yours by typing your website.com/robots.txt into your browser. There are 4 main reasons. First, it controls crawling. You get to dictate the flow of traffic from bots. Second, it saves your crawl budget. Google only spends a limited amount of time on your site. You don't want it wasting time on unimportant pages. Third, it blocks unwanted content. This is perfect for hiding staging sites, private admin folders, or login pages. And finally, it improves overall SEO efficiency. By guiding bots toward your high-value content, you ensure your best pages get indexed faster. Mastering this file is the first step in ensuring your website is search engine friendly from the ground up. Next, we'll look at how to actually write the code for one. Now, let's dive into one of the most fundamental files for technical SEO, the robots.txt file. Think of this as the gatekeeper or the instruction manual for search engine crawlers that we start with the user agent. By using an asterisk symbol, we are talking to every search engine bot out there, Googlebot, Bingbot, and others. When you see disallow, followed by nothing, it means the door is wide open. This tells bots, you have my permission to crawl every single page on this website. While this is the default, it's not always the most efficient for your SEO. This brings us to a crucial part of your strategy. What should you block? You don't want to waste your crawl budget on pages that don't help you rank. For example, /wp-admin/, this is your backend. Bots have no business being in your login area. Chart and code, these are functional pages for users, not content for search results. /thank you/. You want to track conversions here, but you don't want these pages appearing in a Google search. By properly configuring your robots.txt, you ensure that Google spends its time indexing your high-value content instead of your private or administrative folders. It's a small file, but it makes a massive impact on your site's visibility. Alright class, now that we understand what a robots.txt file is, let's talk about how to actually test it and what a professional setup looks like in the real world. Section 1, How to test robots.txt. First, you never want to just hope your code is working. You need to verify it. There are 3 main ways to do this. Google Search Console, this is the gold standard. Use the Robots Testing tool to see exactly how Googlebot views your site. It will highlight any syntax errors or accidental blocks. Bing Webmaster Tools, don't forget Bing. They offer a similar validator to ensure your site is accessible to their crawlers. Manual Browser Test, this is the quickest way. Just type your domain followed by /robots.txt, for example, yoursite.com/robots.txt. If it loads and looks correct, you're alive. Section 2, Sample SEO-friendly WordPress setup. Now, look at the example on the screen. If you are running a WordPress site, this is a very standard, SEO-friendly configuration. Let's break down why. User agent, * means these rules apply to all search engines. Disallow WP-admin and WP-login. We block these because there is no reason for a search engine to index your login page or your backend dashboard. It's a waste of the crawl budget. The allow line, notice we specifically allow the admin-ajax.php file. This is crucial because many modern WordPress themes and plugins need this file to function correctly on the front end. The sitemap, finally, always include the direct link to your XML sitemap at the bottom. This acts like a roadmap, telling the bots exactly where to find your best content. Mastering these small technical details is what separates a basic website owner from a professional SEO specialist. Let's move on to how we can customize these rules for e-commerce sites. Alright class, let's move on to a critical technical SEO step, XML sitemap submission. If you want search engines to navigate your website effectively, this is your roadmap. Think of an XML sitemap as a specialized file, written in a language search engines love, that acts as a directory for your entire site. It communicates 4 vital pieces of information to bots like Googlebot. First, it shows which pages actually exist. You don't want to leave it to chance. The sitemap ensures every nook and cranny of your site is discovered. Second, it highlights which pages are important. By organizing your URLs, you're signaling to the search engine which content holds the most value. Third, it tracks freshness. It tells the engine exactly when a page was last updated. This prompts bots to recrawl your site more often when you add new content. Finally, the end goal, improving SEO efficiency. Instead of a bot wandering aimlessly through your links, it has a direct path to follow, which speeds up indexing. As you can see on the screen, the standard format usually looks like this: https://yourdomain.com/sitemap.xml. Once this file is generated, our next step will be to submit this exact link into Google Search Console. Keep this image in mind: a sitemap isn't for your users to look at, it's a private conversation between your website and the search engine to make sure you get found. Now, let's dive into one of the most critical technical elements of SEO, the XML sitemap. Think of this as a digital roadmap that you provide directly to search engines. While users navigate your site via menus and buttons, search engine bots, like Googlebot, use XML sitemaps to understand your site structure. But why exactly is this so important for your SEO strategy? Faster indexing and visibility. First, it allows for faster indexing of new pages. Instead of waiting for a bot to stumble upon a new blog post, the sitemap tells them exactly where it is. This helps Google find all your important URLs in one go, ensuring no high-value content gets missed. Large sites and internal linking. For those of you managing large websites or e-commerce stores with thousands of products, a sitemap is non-negotiable. It's also a lifesaver for sites with weak internal linking, as it ensures pages aren't left orphaned or hidden from search crawlers. If you are launching a brand new website with few external backlinks, the sitemap is your primary way of saying, "Hey, I'm here." Ultimately, it improves crawl efficiency, ensuring Google spends its crawl budget on the pages that actually matter. If you want to be found, you have to be easy to follow. Ensure your XML sitemap is submitted to Google Search Console as a priority. Have you ever updated a page on your website, or even deleted it entirely, but when you search for it on Google, the old title or a broken link still shows up? This is a common headache in SEO, and today we're talking about how to fix it by removing outdated content from SERPs. What is outdated content removal? At its core, removing outdated content is the process of telling Google, hey, the information you have in your index is no longer accurate. Specifically, we use this tool to wipe away the old, remove pages that are incorrect, sensitive, or have been deleted but are still lingering in search results. Force an update. If you've changed a page's title or description and Google is still showing the cached or old version, this process pushes the search engine to refresh that snippet so users see the most current info immediately. The three main types of removal. When managing your presence on the search engine results page, or SERP, you generally have three main options depending on your goal. Temporary removal. This is your emergency brake. It hides a URL from Google search results for about 6 months. It's perfect if you need to take a page down quickly to fix a legal issue or a major error. Permanent removal. This is for when the content is gone for good. By using specific tags like noindex or removing the page and returning a 404 error, you tell Google to drop this link from its database forever. Cache or snippet update. Sometimes the page is fine, but the preview Google shows is wrong. This option clears the old cached copy and the text snippet, forcing Google to recrawl the page and show the new content. Let's talk about search engine results pages, or SERPs. Most of our time in SEO is spent trying to get content onto Google, but knowing when to remove it is just as critical for maintaining your brand's reputation and user experience. Broken links and outdated data. If you've deleted a page and it's returning a 404 or 410 error, you don't want users clicking that link only to find a dead end. Similarly, if your content is outdated, incorrect, or showing old offers and expired pricing, you're creating a trust gap with your audience. Technically, if a URL has changed, you need to ensure the old version isn't cluttering the results. More urgently, if sensitive or private information has accidentally become visible, removing that from the SERP is a top priority for security and compliance. Finally, we often see cases where you've updated your site, but Google is still showing the old title or meta description in the snippet. In these instances, we use removal or reindexing tools to force the SERP to reflect the most current, accurate version of our brand. A clean SERP presence is a professional one. Now, let's look at the specific tools, like Google Search Console, that we use to make these removals happen. It's a hyperlink that, when clicked, fails to lead the user to the intended destination. This usually results in a few specific status codes, 404 not found, the most common one. The page simply doesn't exist anymore. For 10 gone, this tells search engines the page is permanently removed. 5xx server errors, these indicate that the server itself hit a snag trying to load the page. Users get frustrated when they can't find what they're looking for, and search engine crawlers stop in their tracks, which can negatively impact your site's ranking. Section 3, How to find them. We use these two industry standard methods, Google Search Console. Navigate to the Pages section and look for Not Indexed. Here, you can specifically filter for 404 errors that Google has encountered while crawling your site. Screaming Frog SEO Spider, this is a powerful desktop tool. You can crawl your entire website and use the Response Codes tab to filter for any 4xx or 5xx errors in bulk. Identifying these errors is the first step to a healthy website. In our next segment, we'll talk about how to implement 301 redirects to fix these dead ends for good. Next, let's dive into a critical aspect of technical SEO that can quietly hurt your site's performance, broken links. These are essentially dead ends on the internet that lead users to a 404 error page. Defining internal broken links, the first type we need to master is internal broken links. As the name suggests, these are links on your website that point to other pages on your own domain, pages that unfortunately no longer exist. Look at the example on the slide. Imagine you had a dedicated page /services SEO. If you decide to delete that page or change its URL without setting up a redirect, any old links pointing to it become broken. It's like giving someone directions to a building that's been torn down. Impact on user experience and SEO. For one, it creates a frustrating user experience. But for SEO, it's even worse, it wastes the crawl budget. When search engine bots hit these dead ends, they stop crawling your site efficiently, which can negatively impact your rankings. As digital marketers, it is our job to regularly audit our sites to find and fix these gaps. Minification. Put simply, minification is the process of stripping away everything from your website's code that isn't strictly necessary for the computer to read. It's about making your files as lean as possible. When developers write code, they use formatting to make it readable for humans. But servers don't need that. During minification, we remove extra spaces and indentations. Line breaks that separate sections. Developer comments that explain how the code works. And any unused code or redundant data. Why does this matter for digital marketing? Smaller file sizes mean faster load times. Faster load times lead to a better user experience, lower bounce rates, and a significant boost in your Google search rankings. By minifying your HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, you're ensuring your site is a high-performance machine that keeps users engaged. It's a small technical change with a massive impact on your conversion rates. Now that we understand why site speed is a critical ranking factor for SEO, let's look at one of the most effective ways to achieve it: minification. There are 4 primary types you need to know. HTML minification. First, we have HTML minify. This process strips away unnecessary line breaks and developer comments from the code. By slimming down the page structure, we significantly improve the initial page load time for your users. CSS minification. Next is CSS minify. This focuses on your design files. By compressing style sheets and combining multiple CSS files into one, we reduce the number of requests a browser has to make, making your site feel much snappier. JavaScript minification. Then, there is JavaScript minify. This compresses the scripts that power your site's interactivity. Crucially, this reduces render blocking, which ensures your content appears on the screen without waiting for heavy scripts to finish loading. Inline minification. Finally, we use inline minification. This targets the CSS and JavaScript that is written directly inside your HTML files. It ensures that every single line of code on the page, whether external or internal, is as lean as possible. By implementing these 4 types of minification, you reduce file sizes, lower bounce rates, and provide a better experience for both users and search engines. Let's look at some tools to help you automate this. Alright class, let's talk about a critical element of SEO that often gets overlooked: page speed. Think about it, when you click a link and it takes forever to load, what do? You leave. That's why the Google Page Speed Test is an essential tool in your digital marketing kit. Simply put, a page speed test measures how quickly your content appears on a screen. But remember, Google doesn't just look at your desktop site, it measures performance across mobile and desktop devices separately. So, why should we care about a few milliseconds? Here are 5 reasons it's vital for your strategy. Google ranking factor. Speed is a direct signal Google uses to rank your site. Slow sites get buried. User experience. Happy users stay longer. Frustrated users click away. Lower bounce rate. If the page loads fast, people are more likely to stick around and explore. Higher conversions. Every second of delay can cost you money. Faster pages lead to more sales and signups. Mobile performance. With most traffic coming from phones, optimizing for mobile speed is no longer optional, it's a necessity. If you want your SEO strategy to succeed, you have to start with a fast foundation. Before our next session, I want you to run your own website through Google's Page Speed Insights and see where you stand. Let's get to work. In digital marketing, speed isn't just a luxury, it's a ranking factor. Research shows that if a page takes longer than 3 seconds to load, over half of your visitors will simply give up and leave. That's lost revenue. So, how do we fix it? Let's look at the primary solutions for improving page speed. First up, image compression. High-resolution photos are beautiful, but they are heavy. By switching to modern formats like WebP, you can maintain high quality while significantly reducing file size. It's the easiest win for any website. Next, we need to minify CSS, JavaScript, and HTML. This sounds technical, but it's essentially cleaning your code, removing unnecessary spaces, comments, and formatting so the browser can read the file much faster. Point 3, caching and CDN. Then, we look at delivery. Enabling caching allows returning visitors to store parts of your site locally so they don't have to download everything twice. Pair that with a CDN, Content Delivery Network, which serves your site from a server physically closest to the user, and you'll see a massive drop in latency. Point 4, plugins and hosting. We also need to be lean. Reduce your plugins. Every extra plugin adds more code for the site to process. If you've trimmed the fat and it's still slow, it might be time for faster hosting. You can't run a race car on a lawnmower engine, your server infrastructure matters. Point 5, lazy loading. Finally, there's lazy loading. This tells the browser to only load images or videos as the user scrolls down to them, rather than loading the whole page at once. This makes the initial load feel instant. In digital marketing, speed isn't just a luxury, it's a ranking factor. Research shows that if a page takes longer than 3 seconds to load, over half of your visitors will simply give up and leave. That's lost revenue. So, how do we fix it? Let's look at the primary solutions for improving page speed. First up, image compression. High-resolution photos are beautiful, but they are heavy. By switching to modern formats like WebP, you can maintain high quality while significantly reducing file size. It's the easiest win for any website. Next, we need to minify CSS, JavaScript, and HTML. This sounds technical, but it's essentially cleaning your code, removing unnecessary spaces, comments, and formatting so the browser can read the file much faster. Point 3, caching and CDN. Then, we look at delivery. Enabling caching allows returning visitors to store parts of your site locally so they don't have to download everything twice. Pair that with a CDN, Content Delivery Network, which serves your site from a server physically closest to the user, and you'll see a massive drop in latency. Point 4, plugins and hosting. We also need to be lean. Reduce your plugins. Every extra plugin adds more code for the site to process. If you've trimmed the fat and it's still slow, it might be time for faster hosting. You can't run a race car on a lawnmower engine, your server infrastructure matters. Point 5, lazy loading. Finally, there's lazy loading. This tells the browser to only load images or videos as the user scrolls down to them, rather than loading the whole page at once. This makes the initial load feel instant. Now, let's talk about one of the most critical factors in modern SEO and user experience, mobile optimization. Since most web traffic now happens on smartphones, Google prioritizes sites that work seamlessly on small screens. To help us audit our pages, Google provides a dedicated mobile-friendly test tool. You can access it directly at the URL shown on the screen, search.google.com/test/mobile-friendly. It's a free, essential resource for every digital marketer's toolkit. So, what exactly is Google looking for when it crawls your site? The tool focuses on 5 key areas: text readability. It checks if your font is large enough to read without the user needing to pinch and zoom. Button spacing. It ensures links and buttons aren't too close together, preventing what we call fat finger errors. Screen fit. Does your content bleed off the edges, or does it scale perfectly to the width of the device? Viewport settings. It looks at your underlying code to see if you've instructed the browser how to adjust the page's dimensions. Mobile usability. Finally, it flags any specific errors that might frustrate a mobile visitor. A site that isn't mobile-friendly won't just frustrate your customers, it will actually rank lower in search results. Before you launch any new page, make sure it passes this test. Now, let's shift our focus to a game-changer for brick-and-mortar businesses, local SEO. If you've ever searched for coffee near me or best plumber in city name, you've seen local SEO in action. By definition, local SEO is the strategic process of optimizing a business's online presence to attract customers from a very specific geographic area. It's not about reaching the whole world, it's about winning your neighborhood. Where it appears, as you can see from the graphic on the right, this is heavily tied to mobile usage and navigation. The goal here is to ensure that when a potential customer is nearby, your business appears at the top of local search results and right there on Google Maps listings. The key pillars. To succeed here, we focus on 3 main pillars. Google Business Profile. This is your digital storefront, it must be accurate and active. Local keywords. Using phrases that include your city or district. Customer reviews. Social proof is the currency of local search. The more positive reviews you have, the higher Google trusts you. Whether you are running a local boutique, a law firm, or a repair shop, local SEO is how you bridge the gap between someone searching on their phone and someone walking through your front door. If you want your business to be the first thing people see when they search for services near me, you need to master local SEO. Let's break down the 8 essential pillars that put your brand on the map, literally, the foundation. First up, your Google My Business profile. This is your digital storefront, keep it updated and verified. Next, manage your reviews and reputation. High ratings and active responses build trust with both customers and search algorithms. Data and website consistency is key. Your NAP, name, address, and phone number, must be identical across the entire web. We then pair this with website local SEO, optimizing your landing pages with geo-specific keywords. Content and authority. Don't just sell, provide value with a local content strategy that speaks to your community's needs. We also build authority through local backlinks and citations from neighborhood directories and local news sites. Visuals and analysis, don't forget photos and media optimization. High-quality, geotagged images increase engagement significantly. Finally, use tracking and monitoring to see what's working and where you need to pivot. Master these 8 factors, and you'll dominate the local search results. Let's dive into one of the most powerful tools for local SEO, the Google Business Profile, formerly known as Google My Business or GMB. Essentially, this is a free tool provided by Google that allows your business to show up exactly when and where people are looking for you, on Google Search and Google Maps. If you've ever searched for a coffee shop or a hardware store and saw that info box with a map and phone number, you're looking at a GMB profile. The checklist, optimization steps. But simply having a profile isn't enough, you have to optimize it to rank. Here are the 5 essentials. Business name, keep it clean. Don't engage in keyword stuffing by adding extra words that aren't part of your legal name. Category selection, be specific. Choosing the right category tells Google exactly what services you provide. Business hours, keep these updated. Nothing hurts a reputation faster than a customer showing up to a closed sign when the profile says open. Keyword-rich description, write a clear bio that naturally includes the terms your customers are searching for. Location pin, ensure your pin is exactly where your front door is so customers don't get lost. Why do we put in all this effort? It comes down to 3 main benefits. First, it ensures you appear in local search results, putting you right in front of motivated buyers. Second, it's a direct engine for increasing calls, website visits, and physical leads. And third, it significantly improves your overall local ranking against competitors. Take this example. If someone searches for Digital Marketing Institute near me, a fully optimized GMB profile is what pushes your business to that coveted top spot in the local pack or map view. It's the difference between being invisible and being the first choice for a local customer. Digital marketing lesson, reviews and reputation management. Now, let's dive into a critical component of local SEO, reviews and reputation management. In today's digital landscape, your business isn't just what you say it is, it's what your customers say it is. Managing your ratings on platforms like Google Business Profile is essential for maintaining a healthy online presence. To do this effectively, you should follow these 4 best practices. First, always ask genuine customers for reviews. Don't be afraid to prompt happy clients to share their experiences. Second, respond to all reviews, the good, the bad, and the neutral. It shows you are listening and that you care about customer satisfaction. Third, when you reply, try to use keywords naturally. This helps search engines understand your business better without looking like spam. And finally, avoid fake reviews at all costs. Platforms are getting smarter at detecting them, and the penalty for being caught can permanently damage your brand's integrity. Why should we put in all this effort? Primarily, reviews are a major ranking factor in local SEO. The more high-quality, frequent reviews you have, the higher Google is likely to place you in search results. Beyond technical SEO, reviews directly influence buying decisions and serve as social proof that builds trust and credibility with a cold audience. To put this into perspective, look at this simple example: a business with a 4.7-star rating will almost always receive significantly more calls and inquiries than a business sitting at 3 stars. In the eyes of the consumer, that 1.7-star difference represents a massive gap in reliability and quality. When we talk about local SEO, there is one foundational concept you must master: NAP consistency. NAP stands for name, address, and phone number. It sounds simple, but the golden rule here is that this information must be exactly the same across every single platform where your business appears. If you used street on one site and this T on another, or if your phone number format changes, you're already losing ground. So, where does this need to match? You need to audit these 4 key areas. First, your official website. Second, your Google Business Profile, which is the heart of local search. Third, all of your social media handles. And finally, any local directories like Yelp, Yellow Pages, or industry-specific listing sites. Why go through all this trouble? Because Google trusts consistency. When search engines see the exact same data everywhere, they feel confident that your business is legitimate and active. This directly improves your local ranking, helping you show up in that coveted map pack. Most importantly, it avoids customer confusion. Nothing kills a lead faster than a wrong phone number or an old address. The impact of reputation. To put it into perspective, look at the data. Trust and visibility lead to better results. For example, a business that maintains a 4.7-star rating, built on a foundation of being easy to find and contact, will consistently get significantly more calls than a business with a 3-star rating. Consistency builds trust, trust builds ratings, and ratings build your business. Make sure your NAP is locked in today. Now that we've covered general SEO principles, let's zoom in on a strategy that is vital for any brick-and-mortar business or service provider: website local SEO. This is all about the art of optimizing your web pages specifically to capture near-me searches and location-based queries. Think of it this way: if someone in your city is looking for what you offer, you don't just want to be on the internet, you want to be at the top of their specific search results. We achieve this by focusing on 5 key optimization areas. First, look at your title tags. You must include your city or neighborhood name here, it's the strongest signal you can send to search engines. Next, refine your meta descriptions to highlight your local presence. This doesn't just help with ranking, it encourages a local user to click your link over a national competitor. For businesses serving multiple areas, creating dedicated local landing pages is a game changer. Each page should be tailored to a specific location. Finally, don't forget the technical elements. Embed a Google map directly on your contact page to verify your physical location, and implement local schema markup. This is a piece of code that helps search engines understand your address, phone number, and business hours more clearly. Let's look at a quick example. If you are an agency in Tamil Nadu, your target keyword shouldn't just be SEO services. It should be SEO services in Madurai. By narrowing your focus, you decrease competition and increase the quality of your leads. Now, let's dive into a crucial element of local SEO, the local content strategy. Simply put, this is the process of creating content tailored specifically for a local audience. Rather than trying to appeal to the whole world, we are focusing our efforts on the people in our immediate neighborhood or city. To get started, here are 4 high-impact content ideas you can implement. City-based blog posts. Write about topics relevant to your specific location. Local success stories. Share testimonials or case studies from clients within your community. Local event updates. Keep your audience informed about what's happening nearby. FAQs with location keywords. Answer common questions while naturally weaving in the name of your city or region. But why do we go through the effort of localized content? Why does it help? First, it allows you to rank for local keywords. When someone searches for a service near me or in a specific city, your tailored content tells Google you are the best match. Second, it builds community trust. People prefer buying from businesses that understand their local culture and needs. And finally, it significantly improves engagement because the content feels personal and relevant to the reader's daily life. To give you a real-world example, instead of a generic post titled, "Career Opportunities in Marketing," you would write, "Top Career Opportunities in Digital Marketing in Coimbatore." By adding that specific location, you aren't just a face in the crowd, you become the go-to authority for your specific area. Now, let's dive into a crucial pillar of local SEO, local backlinks and citations. Think of a citation as a digital shout-out. It is any mention of your business name, address, and phone number on local websites and directories across the web. While a backlink helps your website's reputation, a citation helps verify that your business actually exists in the physical world. In the Indian market, there are 5 major players you should prioritize. First and foremost is Google Maps, which is the backbone of local search. Beyond that, we have high-traffic directories like Just Dial and Soleka, which are go-to sources for local services. If you are in the B2B space, getting listed on India Mart and Trade India is essential for building industry-specific authority. But why do we spend time on this? There are 3 main reasons. It strengthens your local authority. It tells search engines you are a legitimate part of the community. It improves Google trust. When Google sees your business info consistent across many sites, it gains the confidence to rank you higher. It increases visibility. You're appearing exactly where your customers are already looking. However, there is a golden rule here: NAP consistency. NAP stands for name, address, and phone number. For example, if you list your business on Just Dial, you must ensure the NAP details are identical to what is on your website and Google Business Profile. Even a small discrepancy, like a different phone number or a misspelled street name, can confuse search engines and hurt your rankings. Keep it consistent, keep it local, and you'll see your visibility soar. Introduction to media optimization. Next, let's dive into a crucial element of local SEO, photos and media optimization. Simply put, this is the process of uploading high-quality, authentic photos and videos to your Google Business Profile, formerly GMB. But it's not just about filling space. To get the best results, you need to follow these 4 best practices: upload office photos, show people where you work. It makes your business feel real and helps customers find your physical location. Include team photos, people buy from people. Showing your staff builds an immediate human connection. Showcase product or service images, this is your digital storefront. Let customers see exactly what they are getting. Geotag your images, this is a pro tip for SEO. By embedding geographical data into your image files, you're signaling to Google exactly which local area your business serves. Now, you might be wondering, does it really make a difference? The answer is a resounding yes. Visuals are the first thing a user notices. By optimizing your media, you see higher engagement. Users spend more time on profiles that have a rich gallery. More profile clicks. A vibrant photo is often the deciding factor that makes a user click your website or hit the call button. Improved trust. High quality, real photos prove you are a legitimate, active business. To put this into perspective, look at the data. A business with over 50 photos typically receives significantly more visibility in search discovery than a competitor with only 5 photos. In the eyes of Google's algorithm, and your customers, more high-quality content equals more authority. Once you've optimized your local presence, the next vital step is tracking and monitoring. You can't improve what you don't measure, and in local SEO, we want to see exactly how customers are interacting with a business in their neighborhood. There are 4 key metrics we keep a close eye on. First, profile views. This tells us how many people are actually seeing the business on Google Maps or in the search local pack. Second, calls and directions. These are the high-intent actions. If someone clicks for directions, they are likely on their way to the store right now. Third, website visits. This shows how well your local listing is driving traffic to your main site for more information. And finally, keyword rankings. We track where the business appears when someone searches for terms like best coffee near me or plumber in city name. Tools and real-world application. So, how do we actually get this data? We use a specific stack of tools. Google Business Profile Insights is your primary dashboard for map-based data. Google Analytics and Search Console help us understand what happens once they click through to your website. And for service-based businesses, call tracking tools are essential to prove that the phone calls coming in are actually results of our SEO efforts. By monitoring these tools, we might find that our insights show 200 calls per month directly from Google Maps. For a local business, that isn't just a number, that's 200 potential customers that found them exactly when they needed them. That is the real power of local SEO tracking. Now that we've covered the fundamentals of traffic generation, let's talk about how we actually measure success. In digital marketing, if you can't measure it, you can't improve it. This is where web analytics tools come into play. To start, we have Screaming Frog. This is a powerful desktop tool used primarily for SEO audits to crawl your site and find technical issues like broken links or missing tags. Next is Google Looker Studio. This is your command center. It allows us to take raw data from different sources and turn them into beautiful, easy-to-read visual reports for our clients. For search-specific data, we use Bing Webmaster Tools, often overlooked but vital for capturing that non-Google search traffic. Then there's SEMrush, the Swiss Army knife of digital marketing. We use this for everything from keyword research to spying on our competitors' strategies. To ensure our site is actually fast enough to keep users engaged, we rely on the Google Page Speed Test to find and fix performance bottlenecks. If you are managing a physical business, Bright Local is our go-to for tracking local rankings and managing reputation. Finally, we have Hotjar. This is where it gets interesting. Hotjar gives us heat maps and session recordings, literally showing us where users click and where they get stuck on our pages. By combining these tools, we move from guessing to knowing. Let's take a closer look at how to set up your first Looker Studio dashboard. Hello everyone. Today we're diving into one of the most essential tools in a digital marketer's toolkit, Screaming Frog. Think of Screaming Frog as a website crawling tool. Just like a Google search engine bot, it scans every single page of a website to see what's happening under the hood. Why do we use it? Well, its primary benefit is improving technical SEO. By identifying hidden issues, it helps websites rank much better on Google. It's a massive time saver for SEO audits and is considered an essential must-have for anyone specializing in on-page and technical SEO. So, what exactly does it do during a crawl? It acts like a site-wide health check. It finds broken links, those frustrating 404 errors that hurt user experience. Checks title tags, meta descriptions, and heading tags to ensure they are optimized. Identifies duplicate content so you don't get penalized by search engines. And it audits redirects, canonical tags, and page depth to ensure the site architecture is sound. Let's look at a quick example. Imagine you are managing a large website with 500 pages. Checking each page manually would take days. With Screaming Frog, you can see in just a few minutes exactly which pages are missing meta titles or which ones have duplicate content. It gives you a clear, to-do list to make the site perfect. Welcome, everyone. Today we're diving into a tool that will save you hours of manual work and make your marketing results look incredibly professional, Google Looker Studio. In simple terms, Looker Studio is a powerful data visualization tool. Instead of looking at boring spreadsheets, you use it to create beautiful, easy-to-read reports and dashboards. Why do we use it? Well, there are 4 major benefits. It makes reporting for your clients and management effortless. It saves you massive amounts of time because you aren't copying and pasting data every week. It helps you make data-driven decisions by showing you exactly what's working. And the best part? You can build professional reports without knowing a single line of code. Welcome, everyone. Today we're diving into a tool that will save you hours of manual work and make your marketing results look incredibly professional, Google Looker Studio. In simple terms, Looker Studio is a powerful data visualization tool. Instead of looking at boring spreadsheets, you use it to create beautiful, easy-to-read reports and dashboards. Why do we use it? Well, there are 4 major benefits. It makes reporting for your clients and management effortless. It saves you massive amounts of time because you aren't copying and pasting data every week. It helps you make data-driven decisions by showing you exactly what's working. And the best part? You can build professional reports without knowing a single line of code. We are diving into one of the most powerful tools in a digital marketer's arsenal, SEMrush. Often described as an all-in-one marketing tool, SEMrush is a premium platform specifically designed to help professionals navigate the complexities of SEO, PPC, and competitor research. Whether you are managing a small blog or a large-scale agency, this tool is built to provide the data-driven insights you need to stay ahead. The core benefits. So, why do we use it? The benefits are quite clear. First, it provides strong competitor insights, allowing you to see exactly what others in your niche are doing. It enables better keyword targeting, ensuring you aren't just guessing what people are searching for, but targeting terms that actually drive traffic. By using this data, you can significantly improve your SEO and paid ad strategies. Ultimately, it is considered an essential tool for any serious digital marketing professional or agency looking to deliver measurable results. Functionality. What it does. Let's look at the specific features. When you log into SEMrush, you have access to a massive suite of capabilities. Keyword research. You can see search volume and keyword difficulty, which tells you how hard it will be to rank for a specific term. Competitor analysis. You can pull back the curtain on any website's traffic. Backlink analysis. This helps you understand who is linking to you and your competitors, which is vital for building authority. SEO audit and content gap analysis. It scans your site for technical issues and identifies topics your competitors are covering that you might have missed. Google Ads research. It even lets you peek at the paid ad copies and budgets of your competition. One of the most essential tools in your SEO toolkit, Google Page Speed Insights. In digital marketing, speed isn't just a luxury, it's a ranking factor. This tool analyzes how your website performs on both mobile and desktop devices, giving you a clear picture of how users experience your site. Why should we care about this? Because the benefits are direct and impactful. First, it leads to faster website performance, which keeps users happy. This creates a better user experience, and as we know, a happy user is more likely to convert. From an SEO perspective, Google prioritizes fast sites, so it directly improves your SEO rankings. And finally, by reducing load times, you significantly reduce your bounce rate, preventing potential customers from leaving before your page even loads. So, what does Page Speed Insights actually do? It goes beyond a simple timer. It measures specific page load speeds and checks your core web vitals. These are critical metrics like LCP, largest contentful paint, CLS, cumulative layout shift, and INP, interaction to next paint, which measure loading, stability, and responsiveness. The best part? It doesn't just tell you what's wrong, it gives you specific optimization suggestions. For example, if the tool detects that your site is loading slowly, it might suggest image compression to shrink file sizes or code minification to remove unnecessary characters from your HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. By following these recommendations, you're not just chasing a high score, you're building a high-performing business asset. One of the most essential tools in any local marketer's toolkit, BrightLocal. As you can see here, BrightLocal is a specialized platform designed specifically for local SEO and citation management. If you are running a business with a physical storefront or a specific service area, this is a game changer. Why do we use it? Well, the benefits are clear. First, it dramatically improves your local visibility, ensuring you show up when people search nearby. This leads directly to an increase in walk-in leads, people actually showing up at your door. It also helps you manage business reviews across multiple platforms in one place. Essentially, it is the perfect solution for any local business looking to dominate their neighborhood market. Now, let's look at what it actually does on a technical level. BrightLocal handles the heavy lifting of local SEO by tracking Google Business Profile rankings, formerly Google My Business, so you know exactly where you stand in the map pack. Managing local citations, which means it keeps your NAP, name, address, and phone number, consistent across the entire web. Consistency is a huge ranking factor. It also monitors your reputation and performs comprehensive local SEO audits to find gaps in your strategy. To give you a real-world example, imagine you own a local hair salon. You would use BrightLocal to track how often you appear in the top 3 results when someone nearby types, "best salon near me," into Google Maps. If you aren't in the top 3, the tool tells you exactly what you need to fix to get there. Next, let's talk about a powerhouse tool in the world of conversion rate optimization, or CRO, Hotjar. While tools like Google Analytics tell you what is happening on your site, Hotjar is designed to show you the why by capturing real user behavior. So, why do digital marketers love it? First, it significantly improves conversion rates by highlighting where users are getting stuck. It helps us understand user pain points, those moments of frustration we might otherwise miss. By seeing how people actually move through your site, you can optimize your website design based on evidence, not just guesswork. Ultimately, it's the backbone for making informed UX and CRO decisions. But how does it actually work? Hotjar provides 4 primary features to give us that behind-the-scenes look. Heat maps are perhaps the most famous feature. They show you exactly where users are clicking, moving their mice, and how far down the page they are scrolling. Session recordings allow you to watch a playback of a real visitor's journey, seeing exactly where they hesitated or why they left. You can also gather direct feedback and surveys, asking users what they think while they are still on the page. And finally, funnel analysis helps you see at which stage of the buying process your customers are dropping off. The landscape is shifting. VEO and AEO. First up, we have video experience optimization. With video content dominating social feeds, making your videos discoverable is a top priority. Next is answer engine optimization, or AEO. This is all about tailoring your content to provide direct, concise answers for voice assistants and featured snippets. GEO and SG. Then we enter the era of AI. Generative engine optimization and search generative experience, or SGE, are the newest frontiers. This is how we ensure our brand appears within AI-generated summaries, like those you see in Google Gemini or Perplexity. LLMO. Finally, there's large language model optimization. This involves feeding the right data and citations so that AI models actually know and recommend your business when users ask them for advice. SEO isn't just about keywords anymore. It's about being the most helpful answer across every platform and every AI. Let's dive into how you can implement these today. Now, let's dive into one of the most critical aspects of modern digital strategy, video experience optimization, or VEO. In a world where attention spans are shrinking, simply making a video isn't enough. VEO is the process of optimizing your video content to deliver the absolute best user experience across platforms like YouTube, Instagram, and even Google search results. Why VEO matters, you might ask. Why focus so much on video? Well, the data is clear. Video dominates both search engines and social media feeds today. It consistently drives higher engagement rates than static text or images. And most importantly for SEOs, optimized videos earn prime real estate in Google SERP video carousels, giving you a massive visibility boost over your competitors. How do we actually do VEO? We focus on 5 key pillars: SEO-driven titles and descriptions, using the right keywords so the algorithm knows what your video is about. CTR-focused thumbnails. Creating high contrast, compelling visuals that practically force a user to click. Watch time and retention. It's not just about the click, we need to structure content to keep viewers watching until the end. Captions and transcripts. This makes your content accessible to everyone and provides more text for search engines to index. Technical performance. For embedded videos on your website, we must ensure they don't tank your page load speed. To see this in action, look at this example. Imagine you create a YouTube video titled, "How to Learn Digital Marketing in 2026. By applying these VEO principles, that video doesn't just sit on YouTube, it ranks on the first page of Google's global video results, capturing traffic from people who aren't even on social media yet. That is the power of a fully optimized video experience. In the evolving world of digital marketing, we are moving beyond just ranking, we are moving toward answering. Welcome to the concept of AEO, or Answer Engine Optimization. Essentially, AEO is the process of optimizing your content to directly answer specific user questions. The goal here isn't just to be a link on a page, it's to have your content featured in snippets, spoken by voice assistants, or cited by AI answer engines like ChatGPT or Google Gemini. Now, why is this so critical for your strategy in 2026? First, speed is everything. Modern users want instant answers without digging through long articles. Second, the rise of zero-click searches. More than half of all searches now end right on the results page because the user found what they needed in a snippet. Finally, it's the engine behind voice assistants. When someone asks Alexa or Google Assistant a question, those devices only provide one answer. AEO is how you ensure that answer is yours. For example, if a user queries, "What is SEO?" AEO techniques help your specific definition appear as the featured snippet at the very top of the page. How do we actually do it? Follow these 4 best practices. Use an FAQ format, structure your content to mirror the way people naturally ask questions. Keep it concise, aim for clear, short answers between 40 and 60 words. This is the sweet spot for featured snippets. Leverage schema markup. Use technical tags like FAQ or How to schema to help search engines understand the structure of your data. Target question-based keywords. Focus on long-tail keywords starting with who, what, where, why, and how. We've all mastered SEO, but the landscape is shifting. Welcome to the world of GEO, Generative Engine Optimization. Think about how you search today. You aren't just clicking blue links on Google, you're asking ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude for direct answers. GEO is the strategic process of optimizing your content so these AI models don't just know you exist, they choose your website as their trusted source. To win at GEO, your strategy needs to evolve. We are moving beyond simple keyword stuffing and focusing on high-authority content that proves you are a leader in your niche. EEAT, placing a massive emphasis on first-hand experience. Structured data to help AI bots parse your information easily. And finally, maintaining clear authorship and constantly updated content. If the AI can't verify who you are or if your data is old, it won't cite you. Now, why is this important? Because the search engine results page, or SERP as we know it, is changing. AI-generated answers are beginning to replace traditional lists of links. This means brands can now get visibility and mental real estate, even without a click, simply by being mentioned as the top recommendation by an AI. In this new world, trust and authority matter significantly more than just having the right keywords. Let's look at a practical example. Imagine a user asks an AI, "What are the best digital marketing courses in India?" If you have executed a successful GEO strategy, the AI won't just list random names, it will cite your website specifically as the authority. That citation is the new page 1, rank 1. Our goal in this course is to make sure your brand is the one the AI trusts most. We're diving into one of the biggest shifts in the history of search, Google's Search Generative Experience, or SGE. As digital marketers, understanding this is no longer optional, it's essential. What exactly is it? Think of SGE as Google's AI-powered evolution. Instead of just giving you a list of links, SGE uses multiple sources to summarize an answer right at the top of the page. It provides the user with the big picture before they even think about clicking a website link. Why does this matter for my brand? Well, the landscape is changing. First, users see that AI summary before anything else, pushing traditional organic results further down. Because the AI answers the question immediately, there are often fewer clicks going through to websites. Most importantly, SGE is selective. Only the most trusted, authoritative sources get featured in those AI snapshots. If you want your content to be the one the AI chooses to summarize, you need to optimize. Here's your checklist: publish in-depth guides, don't just skim the surface, provide comprehensive value. Use structured headings, make it easy for the AI to crawl and understand your hierarchy. Add FAQs and summaries, write in a way that answers questions directly. Show expertise, use data and original research to prove you're a leader in your niche. And finally, stay fresh. Accuracy and recency are key. Imagine a user searches for a complex topic and the Google AI summary highlights the top 3 expert websites, and yours is one of them. That is the new gold standard for visibility. Let's look at how we can implement these SG-friendly structures into your current campaigns. As digital marketers, we've spent years mastering SEO to rank on the first page of Google. But the landscape is shifting. Today, we need to talk about LLMO, or Large Language Model Optimization. Simply put, LLMO is the process of optimizing your website so that AI models, like ChatGPT, Gemini, or Claude, can easily read, understand, and, most importantly, reference your content in their responses. Why is this important? If I'm already doing SEO, well, AI tools learn from web data. When a user asks a chatbot for a recommendation or an explanation, you want your brand to be the one it mentions. By optimizing for LLMs, you ensure your brand appears in AI-generated answers, building a level of authority that extends far beyond a traditional Google search results page. For example, imagine a user asks ChatGPT to explain a complex topic like technical SEO. If your site is optimized correctly, the AI might use specific examples taken directly from your blog to answer that user. The techniques. So, how do we actually do it? LLM optimization relies on 5 core pillars. First, a clean HTML structure. AI crawlers need a clear roadmap of your site without messy code getting in the way. Second, semantic SEO. This is about understanding the intent and the relationships between topics, not just repeating keywords. Third, natural language content. Write the way people talk. AI models are trained on human conversation, so conversational, high-quality text performs best. AI loves structure. Providing what is definitions and, for example, use cases makes your data easier for the model to digest. Finally, machine-readable schema, using structured data, schema markup, gives the AI the labels it needs to categorize your information accurately. Stop just ranking for links and start becoming the source of truth for the next generation of AI search. Are you working hard in digital marketing, or are you working smart? Most pros spend hours on tasks that could take seconds. That if you want to dominate the game, your browser needs the right tools. We've curated the top Chrome extensions that every marketer needs in their toolkit, from deep dive keyword research and SEO analysis to spying on your competitors' ads. These extensions do the heavy lifting for you. We're also covering the best tools for social media content, YouTube automation, and how to supercharge your workflow with ChatGPT extensions, ready to level up your efficiency. Let's dive into the list and see which ones you're missing. Chrome extensions, think of these as your digital assistants. We'll start with keyword and SEO tools to help you rank higher. Then, we'll look at ads and competitor research so you can see exactly what's working for your rivals. Moving into content. We have specific tools for social media and video marketing that will save you hours of editing and tagging. And of course, we'll touch on analytics to make sure your tracking is pixel perfect. Finally, we'll explore productivity and ChatGPT extensions that use AI to write your copy and manage your day. By the end of this module, your browser will be a marketing powerhouse. Keyword research extensions, moving on to one of the most critical phases of SEO, keyword research. To make your workflow faster and more data-driven, there are 4 powerful Chrome extensions you should have in your toolkit. First up is Keywords Everywhere. This is a favorite because it overlays data right onto your search results. It shows you the monthly search volume, the average cost per click, CPC, and how high the competition is for any given term. Next, we have the Ubersuggest Chrome extension. Created by Neil Patel, this tool gives you high-level keyword metrics and, more importantly, a list of related keyword suggestions directly on the Google interface. It's great for finding long-tail opportunities you might have missed. Now, if you want to see what your competitors are doing, use Word Tracker Scout. Instead of looking at search results, you can use this on any live web page. It scans the content and instantly generates a tag cloud of the most relevant keywords used on that page. Finally, there's Keyword Surfer. This is a 100% free tool that provides search volume and keyword ideas inside Google. It even gives you data on word counts and keyword density for the top-ranking pages, which helps you plan your own content length. Most of these tools offer free versions. I recommend installing at least 2 of these today to start seeing the hidden data behind every search you perform. Let's move on to how we actually select the best keywords from these lists. First up is Mozbar. This is your go-to for instant authority checks. It allows you to see the domain authority and page authority of any site you visit, helping you gauge competition and link quality at a glance. Next, we have SEO Minion. This is a powerhouse for daily tasks. It handles your on-page SEO analysis, checks for broken links, and even lets you preview how your site looks in the Google search results across different countries. Then there's the Ahrefs SEO Toolbar. This gives you a high-level look at SEO metrics and SERP analysis. It's perfect for seeing how much traffic your competitors are getting and which keywords they're ranking for right from the search results page. Wapalizer pulls back the curtain. It detects the technology stack, telling you if they're using WordPress, Shopify, specific tracking pixels, or even which payment processors are integrated. Finally, we have SiteBulb Lite. Think of this as your browser-based auditor. It runs quick health checks to identify technical issues without you having to run a full-scale site crawl. Each of these tools serves a unique purpose in your workflow. I recommend installing these today and testing them out on your own website to see what data you can uncover. Now that we understand the basics of campaign strategy, let's talk about one of the most important steps in any digital marketing plan: ads and competitor research. You don't have to reinvent the wheel, you just need the right tools to see what's already working in your industry. First up on our list is the Meta, or Facebook, Ad Library. This is a powerhouse tool for transparency. It allows you to search for any brand and see their active ad creatives across Facebook and Instagram. It's perfect for checking out the messaging and visuals your competitors are using right now. Next, we have What Runs. This is a browser extension that acts like a detective for websites. With one click, it detects the specific ad tools, tracking pixels, and tech platforms a competitor is using. If they have a high-performing site, What Runs tells you the engine behind it, moving on to similar web. If you want a big-picture view, this is your go-to. It provides a deep dive into traffic sources and engagement metrics. You can see where a competitor's audience is coming from, whether it's search, social media, or direct, and how long they stay on the site. Then we have the SEMrush SEO Quake extension. This tool provides an immediate SEO and ads overlay directly on the search engine results page, SERP. It's excellent for gaining quick insights into keyword difficulty and the paid search landscape without even leaving your Google search. Finally, for those of you dealing with large amounts of information, there's DataMiner. This tool allows you to scrape or extract competitor ad data and lists directly from web pages into a clean spreadsheet. It's a massive time saver for bulk research. Using these 5 tools together gives you a 360-degree view of your competition's digital footprint. Use this data to find gaps in their strategy and opportunities for your own brand. Let's dive into a live demo of the Meta Ad Library next. Now that we've covered the strategy behind social media marketing, let's talk about the tools that actually make the execution faster and more professional. In the world of content creation, your browser extensions are your best friends. They turn your browser into a powerhouse workstation. First up, we have the Canva button. If you're not a graphic designer, this is a lifesaver. It allows you to jump straight into design mode right from your browser to create visuals on the fly. Next is Loom. In digital marketing, communication is everything. Loom lets you record your screen and webcam simultaneously, perfect for creating quick video tutorials, product walkthroughs, or even sending a personalized video pitch to a client. Moving into optimization, we have RightTag. We all know hashtags drive reach, but guessing which ones work is a waste of time. RightTag gives you instant, data-backed hashtag suggestions for your images and text. Then, there's the heavy hitters, Buffer and Hootsuite. Instead of logging into 5 different platforms to post, these extensions allow you to schedule your content across all your social channels simultaneously, ensuring your brand stays active even when you're offline. Finally, we have Grammarly. In social media, a typo can hurt your brand's credibility. Grammarly acts as your real-time editor, ensuring your captions are professional, clear, and mistake-free before you hit post. Install these 5 today and start experimenting. They are the secret sauce to staying productive in a fast-paced digital marketing role. Now, let's dive into one of the most powerful pillars of digital growth, video and YouTube marketing. Creating great content is only half the battle. You need the right technical stack to ensure your videos actually reach your target audience. Take a look at the first 2 extensions on our list, TubeBuddy and vidIQ. These are the industry standards. Think of them as your SEO assistants. They provide deep keyword research, tag suggestions, and high-level analytics that help you read the room and understand why certain videos go viral while others don't. Efficiency is key in marketing. With the YouTube Summary with AI extension, you can instantly pull summaries and timestamps, saving you hours of research time. Meanwhile, Save to YouTube is a fantastic workflow tool, allowing you to quickly capture and organize ideas for your channel the moment inspiration strikes. Finally, for the visual planners among you, there's Awesome Screenshot. This isn't just for images, it's perfect for screen capturing and adding annotations during your video planning or storyboarding phase. By mastering these 5 extensions, you'll transform from a casual creator into a data-driven YouTube marketer. In digital marketing, if you can't measure it, you can't improve it. But how do we know if our tags are actually firing or what tools our competitors are using? Today, we're looking at 5 essential browser extensions that will make your analytics and tracking life a whole lot easier. First up is the Google Tag Assistant Companion. This is your go-to for debugging. It works alongside Google Tag Manager to show you exactly which tags are firing in real time as you click through a website. It's the best way to ensure your conversion tracking is actually working before you launch a campaign. Next, we have the GA Debugger. If you're a fan of looking under the hood, this extension sends detailed data about your Google Analytics hits directly to the Chrome JavaScript console. It's perfect for technical marketers who want to verify that specific events or dimensions are being captured correctly. Now, let's talk about attribution. The Google Analytics URL Builder is a huge time saver. Instead of manually typing out long UTM strings, this tool lets you quickly create tagged campaign URLs. This ensures that when you look at your reports, you know exactly which link in which email or social post brought you that lead. Moving over to user behavior, we have the Hotjar extension. While the main dashboard is for deep analysis, this extension gives you quick access to your session maps. It allows you to see where users are clicking and how far they're scrolling, helping you identify dead zones on your landing pages instantly. Finally, there's Built With. This is the ultimate detective tool. With one click, it reveals the entire tech stack of any website, from their analytics provider to their hosting and advertising pixels. It's a goldmine for competitive research. I recommend installing these today and testing them out on your own site. In our next segment, we'll do a live demo of how to use the URL Builder to track a mock social media campaign. Let's dive in. Now, let's talk about efficiency. In the fast-paced world of digital marketing, your output is only as good as your workflow. To help you stay ahead, we've curated 5 essential browser extensions for productivity and copywriting. First up is the Notion Web Clipper. As a marketer, you're constantly researching. This tool allows you to instantly save articles, inspiration, or competitor ads directly into your Notion workspace so you never lose a great idea. Next, we have Todoist. High-performing marketers juggle multiple projects. This extension allows for quick task creation without leaving your current tab, keeping your to-do list organized in real time. Distraction is the enemy of creativity. Tools like Stay Focused or Leech Block allow you to block distracting websites, yes, including social media, during your deep work hours, ensuring you hit those campaign deadlines. If you're someone who constantly has 50 tabs open, you need one tab. With one click, it collapses all your tabs into a single list. This not only clears your mental clutter but also saves up to 95% of your computer's memory. Finally, for the copywriters, there's Grammarly. Whether you're drafting an email or a social post, it provides real-time suggestions for clarity and tone, ensuring your brand voice is always professional and error-free. Install these today to streamline your process and focus on what really matters, creating high-impact marketing content. Now, let's talk about efficiency. As digital marketers, speed is just as important as creativity. To help you work smarter, we've curated 5 essential Chrome extensions that integrate ChatGPT directly into your browser. ChatGPT for Google and AI PRM. First up, ChatGPT for Google displays AI responses right alongside your search results, saving you the trip of switching tabs. Next, for those of you struggling with blank page syndrome, AI PRM is a game changer. It provides a massive library of pre-tested prompt templates specifically for SEO and marketing. Web ChatGPT and Merlin. If you need real-time data, Web ChatGPT is your go-to. It pulls live web sources into the AI's answers to ensure your facts are current. Then there's Merlin, a versatile assistant that can summarize long articles or YouTube videos in seconds with a simple shortcut. Finally, we have ChatGPT Writer. This is perfect for high-volume outreach, helping you draft professional emails and LinkedIn messages instantly, directly within your inbox. By mastering these tools, you aren't just using AI, you're weaving it into your daily workflow to stay ahead of the competition. Which of these will you install first? In today's fast-paced digital landscape, working hard isn't enough, you have to work smart. Welcome to our session on the ultimate AI productivity tools that are redefining the marketing world. Whether you're looking to master writing and content creation or dive deep into research and knowledge tools, AI is your new competitive edge. We'll explore how to streamline your organization and supercharge your email and communication so you can focus on what really matters: strategy. From high-level analytics and decision intelligence to stunning visual content and design, these tools do the heavy lifting for you. We'll also cover how automation and workflows can save you hours of manual labor every single week. We'll look at how AI enhances collaboration and drives marketing and sales to new heights. It's time to stop chasing the trend and start leading it. Let's dive in and transform your workflow today. The slide mentions several industry leaders that cater to different needs: ChatGPT, the most versatile tool for brainstorming, outlining, and general drafting. Jasper and Copy.ai, often used by marketing teams for specialized templates, like Facebook ads, product descriptions, and email subject lines. Writesonic, excellent for SEO-focused long-form articles and landing pages. Grammarly, while primarily for editing, its AI now helps with tone detection and rewriting for clarity. Key Content Types AI isn't just for long essays, it excels at high-volume, repetitive, or structured tasks, blogs and SEO, generating keywords and structured outlines. Ads and Captions, creating multiple variations of short-form copy for A/B testing. Scripts, drafts for YouTube videos or podcasts based on a set of bullet points. Core Benefits. The image emphasizes three main wins for creators: speed, reducing blank page syndrome by providing an instant first draft. Quality, offering sophisticated grammar and style suggestions that may be missed by the human eye. Conversions, using data-driven patterns to write copy that is more likely to persuade an audience to take action. In the digital marketing landscape, data is fuel, but finding it shouldn't take all your time. That's where research and knowledge tools come in. By leveraging AI like Perplexity, ChatGPT, and Google Gemini, or specialized academic tools like Elicit and Consensus, we can automate the gathering of market data and trend analysis. These tools don't just find information, they summarize complex articles and answer specific research queries instantly. For a marketer, the benefits are clear. You save hours of manual searching, which leads to faster, data-backed marketing decisions and much deeper consumer insights. How many of you have spent hours falling down a Google rabbit hole trying to research a new niche? It's exhausting. Today, we're looking at AI-powered research and knowledge tools that act like your personal research assistants. Tools like Perplexity and Gemini allow you to ask complex questions and get summarized, real-time answers. If you're looking for peer-reviewed data, tools like Elicit and Consensus are game changers. The goal here isn't just to work faster, but to work smarter. By letting AI handle the data collection and trend spotting, you can focus on the high-level strategy and creative insights that actually move the needle for your brand. Stop manual research and start using AI. With tools like ChatGPT, Perplexity, and Elicit, you can gather data and summarize trends in seconds, not hours. In digital marketing, better research means better insights and smarter decisions. Don't just search, research with AI. Moving on to one of the most practical applications of AI in your daily workflow: organization and note-taking. As digital marketers, we are constantly flooded with data, meeting notes, and creative ideas. Keeping them organized is often a job in itself. Take a look at these industry-leading tools: Notion AI, Evernote AI, Microsoft Copilot, and MEM.ai. These aren't just digital notebooks anymore, they are intelligent assistants. They don't just store your text, they understand it. The real magic happens behind the scenes. These AI engines can automatically categorize your notes, extract action items from messy meeting transcripts, and even link related documents you might have forgotten about. It's about moving from searching for information to having information to find you. The benefits here are clear. You get a massive boost in productivity because you aren't wasting time on manual filing. You gain seamless access to your knowledge base, and ultimately, you reduce the manual grunt work that leads to burnout. By mastering these tools, you ensure that your focus stays on strategy and execution, while the AI handles the logistics of your digital life. Here is a professional and engaging voiceover script tailored for a digital marketing class. You can choose between two styles depending on the energy of your presentation. Now, let's look at one of the biggest time savers in a digital marketer's toolkit, email and communication AI. We all know the struggle, spending hours staring at a blank screen trying to craft the perfect follow-up. By leveraging tools like ChatGPT, Grammarly, Lavender AI, and HubSpot, that struggle is a thing of the past. These tools don't just fix your spelling, they actually help write professional emails, automate your follow-ups, and handle customer responses with precision. The real payoff here is threefold. First, you save an incredible amount of time. Second, because the AI helps you personalize at scale, you'll see an increase in your reply rates. And finally, it ensures your communication tone is always on point, professional, persuasive, and consistent. If you want to scale your marketing efforts, you have to master these tools. Next up, email and communication AI. In modern digital marketing, speed and personalization are everything. Using industry leaders like Lavender AI and HubSpot AI, we can now automate the heavy lifting of writing professional emails and customer responses. Why does this matter? Because it saves you hours of manual work, drastically boosts your reply rates, and ensures your brand voice remains perfect across every single thread. Don't just work harder, work smarter by letting AI handle the first draft so you can focus on closing the deal. Moving on to a crucial pillar of modern marketing, analytics and decision intelligence. In today's landscape, we aren't just collecting data, we are using it to predict the future. We rely on industry-leading tools like Google Analytics 4, Power BI Copilot, Tableau GPT, and Looker. What makes these next-gen is the integration of AI. Instead of manual sorting, AI automatically analyzes your raw data to provide instant insights, accurate trend predictions, and automated performance reports. It allows us to make smarter decisions in real time, significantly increasing our ROI and ensuring every dollar of our marketing strategy is backed by hard evidence. Now, let's talk about how we actually measure success through analytics and decision intelligence. You'll be getting hands-on experience with tools such as GA4, Power BI, and Tableau. These platforms now use AI to do the heavy lifting for you, identifying patterns and generating reports that used to take hours. By mastering these, you'll be able to tell exactly what is working and what isn't. This leads to data-driven marketing strategies where you can confidently show your clients or stakeholders exactly how you are improving their bottom line. Now, let's move on to one of the most impactful areas of digital marketing today, visual content and design. We all know that an image is worth 1,000 words, but in digital marketing, a high-quality visual can be the difference between a scroll past and a conversion. You needed years of graphic design experience to create professional assets. But today, we have powerful AI tools at our fingertips. Platforms like Canva AI, Midjourney, DALL-E, Adobe Firefly, and Leonardo AI are completely changing the game. These tools allow you to generate everything from social media posters and high-converting ads to custom YouTube thumbnails and complex brand designs, all within seconds. You simply provide a text prompt, and the AI brings your vision to life. The benefits here are massive for any marketer. First, there are no advanced design skills needed. The software handles the technical, heavy lifting. This leads to faster creative workflows, allowing you to test more ads and content in less time. Ultimately, the goal is to create attractive visuals that grab attention in a crowded digital space. By mastering these AI tools, you ensure your brand always looks professional, modern, and engaging. Now, let's move into one of the most transformative areas of modern digital marketing, automation and workflows. In an industry where speed is everything, manual execution can often become a bottleneck to growth. To manage this, we utilize several powerful AI-driven tools. Platforms like Zapier AI and Make.com act as the connective tissue between your apps, while Poltarian and Bardeen AI allow us to build sophisticated, intelligent workflows that trigger automatically based on user behavior. Let AI handle the repetitive, busy work. Whether it's scheduling social media posts across multiple platforms, generating weekly performance reports, or instantly routing new leads to your sales team, automation ensures nothing falls through the cracks. By implementing these systems, you achieve three critical goals. You save massive amounts of time, you eliminate human error in data entry, and most importantly, you create scalable marketing processes that can grow as fast as your business does. Now, let's move on to collaboration and meetings. In a fast-paced digital marketing agency, communication is everything. We are now using powerful AI tools like Zoom AI, Google Meet AI, Otter.ai, and Fireflies.ai to streamline our workflows. Think of these tools as your digital administrative assistants. They don't just record the call, they transcribe the entire conversation, generate concise summaries, and, most importantly, highlight specific action points automatically. The benefits are clear: you get better teamwork, you ensure no information is missed, and ultimately, you see a significant boost in overall productivity. Stop wasting hours taking meeting notes. For our next module, we're looking at collaboration and meetings in the age of AI. Tools like Fireflies and Otter.ai are total game changers for digital marketers. Instead of scrambling to write down client feedback, these AI tools record and summarize everything for you. They even pull out your to-do list so you can focus on the strategy, not the paperwork. This means zero missed info and way better teamwork. If you want to scale your productivity, you need to be using these. Collaboration is the backbone of any digital campaign. By leveraging AI tools like Google Meet AI and Zoom AI, we can automate the tedious parts of meetings. These tools record, summarize, and identify key tasks instantly. This leads to seamless teamwork and ensures that every detail is captured, allowing your team to focus on delivering results rather than just managing notes. Now, let's shift our focus to one of the most transformative areas of modern business, marketing and sales AI. In today's competitive landscape, it's no longer just about having a great product, it's about how intelligently you reach your audience. To do this effectively, we look at industry-leading platforms that have integrated AI into their core. Platforms like HubSpot AI and Salesforce Einstein are revolutionizing how we manage customer relationships. Meanwhile, Meta Ads and Google Ads AI are doing the heavy lifting in advertising, using machine learning to decide exactly who sees your message and when. But what does AI actually do in this context? It works behind the scenes to optimize your ad spend, ensuring you aren't wasting budget. It personalizes offers in real time based on user behavior and helps qualify leads. Meaning your sales team spends their time talking to people who are actually ready to buy, rather than chasing cold prospects. The results of implementing these tools are clear. We see higher conversion rates, much more precise targeting, and ultimately, a significant increase in revenue. By letting AI handle the data-heavy optimization, marketers are free to focus on the creative strategy that truly moves the needle. Keep these benefits in mind as we look at our next case study. In today's digital landscape, static images aren't enough to capture attention, you need to move. Welcome to our session on basic video editing for marketing. Short-form trends and formats. We'll start by diving into the world of short-form video trends. Whether you are creating Instagram Reels, TikToks, or YouTube Shorts, understanding the specific video formats and aspect ratios for ads is the first step to ensuring your content looks professional on every screen. You don't need to be a Hollywood editor to see results. We will cover the big three fundamentals: making clean cuts, using dynamic text overlays to keep viewers engaged without sound, and selecting the right music to set the tone for your brand. Finally, we'll get hands-on with the industry's most accessible tools. I'll provide an overview of Canva Video for quick, template-based designs, and CapCut for those high-energy edits that are dominating social media right now. By the end of this module, you'll have the skills to turn raw footage into a high-converting marketing asset. Let's get started. Now, let's dive into one of the most powerful tools in your digital arsenal: video marketing. Simply put, video marketing is the strategic use of video content to promote your brand, product, or service across digital platforms. But it's more than just hitting record. The ultimate goal is to attract a new audience, engage them with compelling storytelling, and finally, convert those viewers into loyal customers. You can use it to build awareness for a new startup, provide education through tutorials, or foster trust with testimonials. Ultimately, it's a high-performing engine for lead generation. In a world where attention is the new currency, video is how you capture it. Let's look at how we can integrate this into a full-scale campaign. Now, let's dive into one of the most powerful tools in your digital marketing arsenal, video marketing. If a picture is worth 1,000 words, a video is worth 1,000,000. But why is it so essential for brands today? Let's look at 4 key reasons. Point 1, retention. First, it comes down to how our brains work. People remember videos far more than plain text. While we might skim an article and forget the details, a well-told story on screen sticks with us long after the tab is closed. Point 2, reach. Second, video is the algorithm king. Whether it's Instagram Reels, TikTok, or YouTube, social platforms prioritize video content. This results in significantly higher reach and engagement compared to static posts. Point 3, connection. Third, video builds trust and emotional connection. Seeing a face and hearing a voice makes a brand feel human. It's much easier to build a relationship with your audience when they can actually see the value you provide. Point 4. Versatility. Finally, video is incredibly versatile. It works seamlessly for both paid ads and organic marketing. From high-budget commercials to simple, behind-the-scenes stories, it is the most effective way to convert a stranger into a customer. If you aren't using video, you're leaving money on the table. As we move forward, we'll discuss how to create high-impact video content even if you're on a budget. Now, let's dive into one of the most powerful tools in your digital arsenal, video marketing. In an era of short attention spans, video is how you stop the scroll and connect with your audience. First up, we have short-form videos. Think TikToks, Reels, and YouTube Shorts. These are bite-sized, high-energy clips designed for maximum engagement and virality. On the flip side, long-form videos allow for deep dives. This is where you build authority through webinars, tutorials, or podcasts, keeping your viewers invested for 10 minutes or more. Then we have ad videos, highly targeted and conversion-focused, and explainer videos, which simplify complex products or services into something easy to understand. Finally, never underestimate testimonial videos. Nothing builds trust faster than seeing a real customer share their success story on camera. Whether it's a 15-second clip or a 20-minute masterclass, the goal remains the same: provide value and tell a story that resonates. Let's look at how to choose the right format for your specific campaign. First up, let's talk about the powerhouse of modern social media, short-form video. Think Reels, TikToks, and YouTube Shorts. These are vertical videos, usually between 15 and 90 seconds, designed to move fast. In this lesson, we're focusing on how to use them to grab attention instantly, trigger an emotion, and drive your audience to take action. Now, what exactly qualifies as short-form video? Technically, we're looking at vertical content ranging from 15 to 90 seconds. But as digital marketers, we care more about the intent. These videos are built for platforms like Instagram Reels and TikTok, where the goal is to stop the scroll. To be successful here, your content must hit 4 key pillars. It needs to capture quick attention, spark an emotion, provide immediate value, and end with a clear call to action. Let's define our primary medium for this course: short-form video. In the current digital landscape, attention is the most valuable currency. Short-form videos, which are almost exclusively vertical, typically run between 15 and 90 seconds. You see them every day as Reels, Shorts, and TikToks, but they are also becoming the gold standard for high-converting digital ads. When you're creating these, remember, you don't have time for a long intro. You have to focus on quick attention. The first 3 seconds are everything. Emotion and value: why should they care? Action: what do you want them to do next? As we look at the graphic here, you'll see the setup. It's about the intersection of tech, creativity, and the human element. Let's dive into how you can master this for your brand. Now, let's pivot to one of the most explosive trends in the digital landscape today: short-form video. If you aren't integrating this into your strategy, you're missing out on where the modern audience actually lives. First, we have to address the elephant in the room: low attention spans. In a world of infinite scrolling, you have about 3 seconds to stop the thumb. Short-form video is the perfect, snackable content that delivers value before the user moves on. It's also inherently mobile-first. Most short-form content is consumed on smartphones in a vertical format. This creates an immersive, full-screen experience that feels personal and native to how we use our devices every single day. From an algorithmic standpoint, video is king. Platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts prioritize video over static images. This means higher organic reach, allowing your brand to land on the screens of people who don't even follow you yet. Finally, the bottom line: strong engagement and conversions. Because video combines movement, sound, and storytelling, it builds trust faster than a photo ever could. High trust leads to higher click-through rates and, ultimately, more sales. If you want to be seen, you have to be on video. Let's look at how we can optimize these clips for maximum impact. If you want to dominate social media in 2025 and 2026, you have to master the art of the short-form video. Let's break down the 6 pillars currently driving the highest engagement. First, the 3-second rule is non-negotiable. If you don't hook your viewer in the first 3 seconds, they're gone. Combine that with face-to-camera content, audiences crave human connection and authenticity more than high-budget production. Next, optimize for the silent viewer. Using a text-first approach ensures your message hits home even without sound. And when it comes to storytelling, nothing beats the before versus after or problem versus solution framework. It provides instant value and clear results. Brands are moving away from polished commercials toward UGC-style ads, content that looks and feels like it was made by a peer. Finally, focus on educational micro-content. Give your audience quick wins that teach them something new in under a minute. In today's digital landscape, attention is the new currency. Master these trends, and you'll master the algorithm. Let's dive deeper into how to script your first viral hook. Now, let's dive into one of the most essential tools in your digital marketing toolkit, Reels and ad video formats. When we talk about short-form video, we're specifically referring to vertical content, optimized for mobile viewing, that typically runs anywhere from 15 to 90 seconds. You see these everywhere. They are Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, and of course, TikTok. These same formats are also the gold standard for high-converting social media ads. But it's not just about the length. It's about the strategy. Successful short-form videos focus on 4 pillars: quick attention, you have less than 3 seconds to hook your viewer. Emotion, you want to make them feel something immediately. Value, you must provide a tip, a laugh, or a wow moment. Action, every video should lead the viewer toward a specific goal. As digital marketers, mastering these formats allows you to stop the scroll and turn passive viewers into active customers. Let's look at how to structure these for maximum impact. When it comes to capturing attention in a crowded feed, the format you choose is just as important as the message itself. Today, we're breaking down the most essential reel and video ad formats that drive actual results in digital marketing. First up is the hook, problem, solution format. This is arguably the most powerful tool in your kit. You grab them in the first 3 seconds with a hook, agitate a specific pain point, and then present your product as the hero that saves the day. For building trust and personal connection, you can't beat talking head or selfie videos. They feel native to social platforms and build a human-to-human bond. Similarly, before and after videos provide that instant wow factor and visual proof that your service works. If you want to establish authority, use the list or tips format. It's highly savable and shareable content. If you want to build an emotional connection, go with storytelling. People may forget facts, but they never forget how a story made them feel. For software or complex products, demo and screen recording formats are your best friend. And when it's time to close the sale, we move into conversion-heavy styles, offer-focused ads, social proof through student testimonials, and finally, lead-form ad videos designed specifically to capture data right within the platform. Master these 9 formats, and you'll have a versatile creative strategy that works for any industry. Let's dive deeper into how to script that first hook. In the world of digital marketing, content is king, but engagement is the kingdom. Today, we're breaking down the 3 pillars of high-performing video content: basic cuts, text, and sound. First, let's talk about flow. To keep your audience from scrolling past, you need to be ruthless with your edits. Remove every second of silence and cut out those minor mistakes. Use jump cuts to eliminate long pauses. This keeps the energy high and ensures your viewer stays locked in from start to finish. Next, remember that many people watch videos on mute. This makes your text and captions vital. Use big, bold fonts with high contrast colors so they pop off the screen. Keep your sentences short and highlight your power words or keywords. If they can read it at a glance, they'll understand your message instantly. Finally, let's set the mood with music and sound. If you're posting on social media, always look for trending audio to help boost your reach. But here is the golden rule: keep the music volume low enough that it doesn't drown out your voice. Choose tracks based on the emotion you want to trigger, whether it's happy, inspirational, or urgent. Master these basics, and you won't just be making videos, you'll be making high-converting marketing assets. Let's get editing. Now that we understand the power of video, let's talk about where to post it. Not every platform is the same, and your strategy should change based on where your audience hangs out. First up, we have Instagram and Facebook. These are the kings of engagement. Here, you'll focus on Reels to reach new people and high-converting ads to drive sales. Next is YouTube, the second largest search engine in the world. This is your home for long-form tutorials that build authority, and shorts to keep up with the fast-paced trends. If you're looking for explosive growth, look at TikTok. It's the ultimate playground for viral content and showing off your brand's personality. Don't forget your own home base, your website. Adding explainer videos and landing page videos can significantly increase your conversion rates by keeping visitors on the page longer. Finally, there's WhatsApp. This is a powerful tool for the bottom of the funnel. Use it for personal follow-ups and trust-building videos to close the deal. Choosing the right platform is just as important as the video itself. Next, let's talk about one of the most powerful tools in a modern digital marketer's kit, CapCut. Whether you're a solo creator or working for an agency, CapCut bridges the gap between basic mobile editing and high-end professional software, and the best part? It's incredibly accessible. Core features. So, what makes CapCut a must-have? It's packed with high-level features like advanced cuts and cinematic effects that used to take hours to master. But where it really shines for us is the AI-powered auto captions. In a world where 80% of users watch videos on mute, this feature alone is a game-changer for engagement. Speed and trends. It also offers beat sync to perfectly time your clips to music, and a library of trending templates that allow you to jump on viral movements before they fade. Use cases. In terms of practical application, we use CapCut to build high-converting viral reels and polished talking head videos. It's also our go-to for rapid ad creatives and that fast-paced TikTok-style content that captures attention in the first 3 seconds. If you want professional results without the steep learning curve of traditional software, CapCut is where you start. In today's fast-paced digital landscape, video is king. But you don't need to be a professional filmmaker to create high-impact content. Enter CapCut. Whether you're using the free version or the professional suite, CapCut is a game-changer for digital marketers. Its easy drag-and-drop interface removes the technical hurdles, while ready-made templates allow you to jump on viral trends in seconds. As we explore the toolkit, you'll see how to leverage AI-powered features like auto captions and background removal to save hours of work. From adding trending music and sound effects to polished animations, CapCut gives you everything you need to create thumb-stopping content across all platforms. Let's dive into how it works. A quick, punchy overview that focuses on efficiency and features. Looking for a way to level up your social media ads and organic content? Let's talk about CapCut. It's one of the most versatile tools in a marketer's arsenal because it balances professional-grade power with total ease of use. Key features we'll be mastering today include text and animations to keep your audience engaged, a massive library of stock music and sound effects, and multi-platform support, so you can edit on your phone during a shoot or on your desktop for more precision. With its AI-powered features, CapCut does the heavy lifting for you. It's professional, it's free to start, and it's exactly what you need to scale your digital presence. Now, let's dive into one of the most powerful tools in a digital marketer's toolkit, Canva Video. In today's landscape, video isn't just an option, it's a necessity for engagement. Canva makes professional-grade video production accessible to everyone, regardless of their design background. Features and ease of use. So, what can you actually do with it? First off, you have access to thousands of ready-made reel templates that take the guesswork out of formatting. With drag-and-drop editing, you can customize your visuals in seconds. Plus, their auto captions feature is a total game-changer for accessibility, and you can lock in your brand colors and fonts to ensure every video stays on brand effortlessly. Collaboration and workflow. But it's not just about the creation, it's about the workflow. Canva's cloud-based system means you can access your projects from anywhere. Since digital marketing is often a team sport, you can edit together in real time and leave comments or feedback directly on the design. This eliminates the back and forth of long email chains. Whether you are crafting high-energy Instagram reels, quick YouTube shorts, professional promo videos, or conversion-focused ad creatives, Canva Video provides the flexibility to produce content at the speed of social media. Keep these features in mind as we start our hands-on exercise today. Let's see how you can turn a simple idea into a high-performing video asset. Now, let's dive into one of the most powerful tools for modern content creators, Canva Video. In today's fast-paced digital landscape, video isn't just an option, it's a necessity for engagement. The power of Magic Studio. To make professional-grade video accessible to everyone, Canva introduced the Magic Studio. This is their dedicated AI-powered suite designed to take the heavy lifting out of the creative process. Key AI features walkthrough. Let's look at the core features that can transform your workflow. Magic Design. This allows you to auto-create designs. Just upload your media or type a prompt, and the AI builds a layout for you instantly. Text to image. If you can't find the perfect stock photo, you can simply describe it and generate a unique AI image from scratch. Magic Write. This is your built-in AI copywriter. Whether you need a catchy video headline or a full script, it helps you overcome writer's block in seconds. Efficiency and polishing. Beyond creation, we have powerful utility tools like the background remover, which works for both images and videos to give you that clean, professional look. And finally, the ability to resize designs automatically ensures your content is perfectly formatted for Instagram Reels, YouTube, or TikTok with just one click. By mastering these AI features, you'll be able to produce high-quality marketing assets in a fraction of the time it used to take. Let's explore how to apply these to your first campaign. Moving on to one of the most critical skill sets in today's digital landscape, video marketing. Whether you are running ads or building an organic brand, these 6 best practices are your blueprint for success. First, let's talk about duration. Attention spans are shorter than ever, so aim to keep your videos under 45 seconds. This forces you to cut the fluff and get straight to the value. The most important part of your video is the start. You have a tiny window, just 3 seconds, to hook your viewer. If you don't grab their attention immediately, they've already scrolled past you. Next, never leave your audience wondering what to do next. Always add a CTA, or call to action. Whether it's link in bio or follow for more, give them a clear instruction. Technically speaking, you should always use subtitles. Why? Because a huge percentage of users watch videos on mute while commuting or in public. If they can't hear you and can't read you, you've lost them. You also want to design for the device. Use a vertical format, specifically a 9:16 aspect ratio, to take up the full real estate of a smartphone screen. This creates a much more immersive experience. Finally, the secret sauce isn't a single viral video, it's consistency. Posting regularly trains the algorithms to know who you are and helps you stay top of mind for your audience. Now that we've covered the creative side of digital marketing, let's talk about how we actually measure success. To do that, we look at KPIs, or key performance indicators, and performance metrics. Views and watch time. First up, we have views. This tells us how many people clicked on our content. But volume isn't everything. We also look at watch time. This is a critical metric because it tells us if our content is actually keeping the audience's attention or if they're dropping off after a few seconds. Engagement. Next is engagement. This includes likes, comments, and shares. High engagement is the social proof that your content is resonating with people and starting a conversation. CTR and ads. For those of you running paid campaigns, CTR, or click-through rate, is your best friend. It measures the percentage of people who saw your ad and actually clicked on it, helping us understand how effective our call to action really is. Leads and conversions. Finally, the ultimate goal, leads and conversions. Whether it's a sign-up, a download, or a purchase, these metrics tell us if our marketing efforts are translating into real business growth. Mastering these numbers is what separates a good marketer from a great one. Let's take a closer look at how to track these in real time.